hello to anyone who might happen to be listening. I don't know why you've chosen to spend your time with us, but thank you. Feels good. Considering the last week was a very short session, this will in turn be a very short recap. You guys won the race on Founders Day through many efforts, including some magic, some riflery, a very unfortunate individual taking a plunge over 100 feet into the water below. You guys won. You got very drunk, had a bit of a rager. You did some shopping the next day, and this morning you got woken up by Ciro, boarded the ship before dawn, and set sail. You've been on the ship for a few hours now, and Turbius has stirred from his stupor. He's probably been drunk for a couple weeks now at this point. But it's good to have him back. And now it's time for him to decide what he wants to do on this vessel. What are your thoughts, Turbius?
Where are you guys?
We're up on the deck.
You're currently on the main deck. So, by the way, to move around, you can click on the 2 gun deck, 2 forecastle, 2, those things. The captain's cabin is locked, though. If you, move over to it and, click, pop. I recommend arrow keys for moving around the ship, by the way, guys.
Oh,
I can't move.
Paused.
The game is paused.
Now you can.
There we go.
The problem with when I spread the monitor over both screens is the pause thing is in the gap, so I don't look there, because it's there's a split between the monitors. So we still slot...
Do not touch my room.
What was your question, Ghost?
How do I get up into the crow's nest?
The crow's nest? So, the crow's nest itself, there isn't a way up there. I guess I could probably make a macro for that. I'll add that to the to-do list. What I'll do is I'll drag you over here, and I'll add... what would it be about? I think I said it was 65 feet for the main crow's nest. So now you are up
Wonderful.
there. And notice you display over the mast.
But yeah, the positions we have open are... there's gunner...
Carpenter.
Yeah.
And then we can make more room if we need to.
Yeah.
We said actually. Wait, who chose to be a pilot again? Scratch. That's right. Yep. We put the ranger in the lookout.
You can be a
post.
gunner.
Serve under hockey. Or you can be a carpenter. Do you have proficiency in carpentry tools?
Smith's tools.
Ooh.
It might prove useful in some areas, but probably not in carpentry as much.
He would do good in actually repairing guns and shit, though.
Yeah, so maybe put him on the maintenance team. So look down at Gunner's abilities and decide what you want. If that's the role you want.
I'll go back to my bosun's position, next to the captain.
Very well. Quite frankly, you're giving me some nice shade right now, so not playing. Wait a minute.
I'll lift up my shield arm and just hold it over his head.
Because it's morning. You're genuinely giving him shade. No, you don't need to raise anything. You're fucking 6 feet tall. I'm 3 feet tall. It's covered.
Fine, I will not. Guys, I go back to parade rest.
Yeah, you fucking just look down there.
So
He's
Nico, have you
overdoing it again?
Am I just picking one of the 2?
Yeah, basically. Unless there's another one you'd rather have that you think you'd do well in. And you can make a case.
Zero.
Okay.
I believe there is a thing called a boatswain's whistle.
Yes, that is a thing. Go talk to Thalthrim. I know he's got one. I don't know if he'll share. You might need to get another one.
I mean, I could use lightning breath.
That would be a little excessive, and probably, if I recall, that's not exactly something you can do constantly, right?
Don't you dare catch this mast on fire.
It's
Hear a shout from far away. Yeah, lightning still burns shit. Have you ever seen a ship's mast get struck by lightning? You don't want to.
I've
Fucking
never been on the
explodes.
sea.
I don't want to be in another tree that explodes.
You've been in one
Why
already?
are you in exploding trees?
How often does that happen?
There was a storm while I was out in the woods. It was not fun.
And you thought the best idea was to go to one of the highest places during a storm.
I wasn't high up in the tree. It just happened to explode.
But you were in the tree.
I was already in them. There was creatures on the ground. It was not a good time.
Is that like the kind of thing your parents teach you when you're like 3? Like, don't go outside in a storm and don't go near tall things?
I was a ranger. I was
Oh.
I was checking to make sure the creatures of the forest were staying in the forest.
I've never once met a creature of the forest that didn't understand the concept of rain and make themselves comfortable during it.
I find it hilarious that
But,
you went up
I'll tell
a
you what,
tree
I respect
during a
dedication.
lightning
At
Yeah.
least none of you guys have been through a
Nothing unless
sandstorm
there's
and
a storm
experienced
going on.
that.
storm.
No,
yeah,
let
no,
me-
sandstorms-
Who did you say I
sandstorms ain't
needed to
fun.
talk to about Boltson's whistle?
Thalthram, he's gonna be... I mean, you can find him. He's on the deck somewhere. Yeah, he's over there near the near midships. You see Thalthram over there just kind of wrestling with some line. He's over here.
Yep, I'm going
I
over,
don't
John.
remember but yeah,
Excuse me, Mr. Althram. I do not know your last name.
Do you need to? Gross and rest.
Not truly, sir. I was wondering. I have taken the position as a postman of the vessel. I was wondering if I may partition your whistle for role position.
You see him just kind of pause for a second. Make a persuasion check.
You're asking me to persuade.
Yes.
Well, things
Yes.
I'm good at.
Yes, I don't care. He's needs convincing. This is something he has.
Let me know, and I will compensate you fairly for this. Not more.
All right, let me open Thalthram and let me roll a.
You gave him a stat line.
Of course he does. He has player levels. He's one of the only 3 people on this boat besides you guys who can fight properly.
Isn't he married to the
He's made it to the cup.
the goblin?
They're not married. He rolled a natural 20, and I'm gonna hit reveal to everyone to prove that to you. Wait, that's Constitution. Disregard. I pressed the wrong thing. Charisma.
I'm not trying to.
He's very tough. Okay, he's still technically outrolled you. He pulls out a very ornate-looking whistle that seems to be made out of probably whalebone. He kind of looks. He's like,
Truth be told, this has some rather significant personal meaning to me, and I would prefer you found your own. Now, you can borrow
Understood,
it.
sir.
You can borrow it as a means of copying a design. More than welcome to that, but I would prefer to keep this.
Balgors will take the boatswain's whistle, look at it for a little bit. I think I understand how to make one. Do we have
Very
any
well.
spare wood as I hand it back to him?
Well, yeah, below decks we have quite a bit of spare carpentry supplies. If you want something a bit nicer, though, give me here, come with me. And he leads you down below decks. You go to the hold, and you find a little workshop kind of set off into one corner of the hold. It's not necessarily a woodworking setup per se. It seems to be more for tinkering, but all sorts of things. And he's got a small rack with a net covering it. He pulls the net off, and he pulls out a very dark, almost purple-looking chunk of wood, about foot and a half long, square. He's like, "This is I actually don't remember where I got this. It's purple hardwood of some kind, but you're more than welcome to use that if you prefer." also
I'll
got
weigh
some
it out
beech.
a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's certainly plenty of material if you have like wood carving tools or skills.
Yeah, I appreciate this. Will not be forgotten.
No worries. No worries.
I'm gonna need.
But I understand.
I've also though if
things
the
are
purple's not
something.
your color, he pulls out another darkish green wood. I've got some arbor vitae too.
I'm not a big fan of. Which one would match my eyes?
What color are your eyes?
Blood red.
Well, He looks at your eyes and he kind of has cocks head like, I didn't realize your eyes were red at first. Well, the purple would kind of complement, so the green would contrast. Your choice. No, technically, you're blue. You got red eyes. Purple.
I will take the purple wood.
That's a potential.
Thank you.
I'm
And
losing
I'll
voice.
pull out my carving tools and just start carving as we head back up deck.
Cool. And he goes back to his post.
Rosh is up in the crow's nest, grumbling about needing a fucking spyglass.
I have a pack of.
I can't
trade
make
goods
one of
from
those.
One of these things. I think I genuinely might have a log to give you. No, but I do have mahogany.
Ugly.
I'm not kidding. Like, so this one of these add-ons I have adds a whole bunch of trade goods, and woods are one of them. But unfortunately, there is not purple heartwood, which is what came to mind when you asked.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking, because there's only a handful that actually have a bucket color. It was a very small list. The purple heartwood is one of them now.
Yeah, this one seems to work for me, at least. I don't know if it's working for you.
I heard.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out why that's not working, because they're all Oak Vorbis fibles, so they should work.
What the? Why did it? I didn't click that.
I don't know what you're doing.
It works.
It pulled out my sword for some reason.
Whistle
I
and
actually do know the boatswain's whistle calling captain, mostly because of the ceremonies I've had to do.
I was gonna say, of course you do, Mr. Navy.
I'm gonna come down off the map.
Just remember, I need some beeswax.
Is there a way I can edit that? Okay, cool. I see how to do it now. Okay.
What was that about beeswax? Wax?
Well, the boatswain's whistle.
Yep. Mostly we use metallic ones. We don't use
Wooden.
organic. Yeah, we don't use
Yeah,
wood
but
anymore.
the same style of whistle can be made out of, in his case, whalebone or wood. It's a traditional thing. It's going to have a slightly more rounded, timbre
Trill.
to it? It's going to be less shrill.
Yeah. Mr. Zero, you don't happen to have a spare spyglass, do you? Make things
I
easier
do
up there.
not. However, if you go down to the armory, we do keep some other spare supplies. I think there's at least one in there. There might be 2 or 3. You're more than welcome to take
Okay.
one.
It'll probably be better for me to have one while I'm up there, see a bit further than just the
Yeah,
normal
absolutely.
natural
I'm
eye.
surprised no one gave you one already.
We got a few laying around. And yeah, I'll grab you a spyglass real quick.
Yeah.
I think I have to go into the items.
Yep.
There we go.
And
Close.
dang it!
Here you go, Garish. I will drop one into your inventory.
Yeah,
Here you go.
heading over to the inventory.
Actually, someone in this party already has one. However, they're the person who's not here.
Of course.
Actually, wait. Do they have a spyglass? They have so much shit. No, they don't. But they have a healer's kit. They have chalk. They've got a portable ram. They've got tobacco. Hockey's carrying 231 pounds of gear.
Good lord.
I'm going to tell him he's carrying too much next time he gets here.
Well,
But in any case.
he is a dragon.
Yeah, but he's 2/3.
Yeah, there's still a lot of weight,
Yep.
200.
including his
pounds.
armor and everything else. Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
His armor may be 60 pounds. It's only a fraction of his total weight carrying. He's carrying a 35-pound portable ram, 20 pounds of rope, carpenter's tools for 6 pounds, 2 hammers for another 6 pounds, a crowbar, fishing tackle, ink and parchment, a random aquamarine that I don't remember where he got. It's worth 200 gold.
He won
No, I don't know why
That's
he has a
from-
whole Home Depot up his ass.
That's
Doesn't
from
hold.
the dungeon we did, looking for the one guy.
Yeah, and then if I look at his backpack, he's got pitons, robes, oil flasks, 9 of them, healer's kits, 10 torches, a tinderbox, and 1 piece of chalk.
Okay.
As for weapons, he's got his glaive, a longsword, 2 hand axes, a musket, a flintlock pistol, and his dagger.
He's a whole armory.
He's carrying everything. And you have a bag of holding-ish thing now. Which remember, to trade things, you have to use the request trade button in the bottom left.
And it was 65. Boop.
But yeah, is there anything else we need to cover before we get on to today's actual activities?
No, I have a boat whistle now.
Your
All right,
crafty
give it-
one.
Let us hear it. Let us hear it. Call the ship for a meeting.
Oh no.
Zero says, "Hey,
All
bosun, get him
hands, all
over
hands,
here."
report to quarters about the deck.
Not all hands. Most of these fuckers know what to do. It's you guys.
I've heard that.
Did you figure out how to change your height on your own, Garish?
Yes. Right
nice,
click
perfect.
and then change.
Perfect.
Change
I
the
wasn't sure
number.
if you had the rights to do that, but I'm glad you do.
Yeah. I figured it out immediately after you said what you did. I was just like, oh, okay, then I can figure it out.
Alrighty.
Because I
So,
right
moving-
clicked
Ranks
myself
three
right and
abreast.
changed the number.
Here, I'll bring Torin over here.
Whoa, that's cool.
He's doing the overly complicated things.
1 ranks.
That's. I mean, if you want to do, if you want to. Yeah, Torin immediately does.
Ugh. I know how to. I don't prefer it.
Leia, are you joining ranks with them?
Me?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
He's asking if you're filing in. Granted,
For
you
what?
wouldn't know how to do that.
But you see everyone else lining up. Do you line up? I mean, it's not really. Probably not, if I had to guess.
I will jump up onto one of the masts. You know the shit that the fucking the sails hang from.
Yeah.
The-
A mast.
Or do you mean a
like-
yardarm, where you're
Oh,
like the
yardarm.
the wooden beam at the top of a sail?
I'm gonna jump up on that.
Okay,
Cool,
so you're-
mineral. The
Well,
rest
you're on
right.
the lower main,
rest.
so
Yeah.
that's probably gonna be 30 feet. We'll call it. There you go. So she's up on the yardarm listening
I'm
intently.
perched up on that like an Assassin's Creed motherfucker.
Did I
Just
close
because
the-
I know how to do this, don't ask me to do this too often. It's not
Well,
pleasant.
aside from
It's
a
a shame-
very
it's a shame
monthly
Hot is- would do this.
presentation, Captain, all hands accounted for.
Excellent. You can see Zero is kind of just like, okay, this guy's gonna play the role. Alrighty, folks. So, as I mentioned before, but some of you were still drinking or sleeping, I managed to negotiate us missing out on some port fees by agreeing to take on a bit of a derelict that's been floating in the shipping channel up in the way we're heading. We're almost on scene. We're going to be doing some simple maneuvers to sink the damn thing, and this is a good time for all of you to learn how fighting on a ship works. So, if everyone turns to not the Exiles version, the regular naval combat rules, we will begin some training. And there it is up ahead, as you see a largely capsized vessel, much smaller than your own, just kind of adrift in the channel, and very much in the way. So we will...
All hands to your positions.
Yeah. Normally, there's a wind map on this chart, but it doesn't work correctly. So you are currently heading to this
give
way,
me
actually.
To our positions, and then you change the map on me.
Yep. So, the Silent Zephyr is over here, as you can see. And this is a basic example of naval combat. Now, there's normally supposed to be text, like a texture scrolling across showing the shit going on, but it doesn't work right now. Showing the direction of the wind. But, so I've made a little wind indicator. Currently, the wind is coming out of the northeast. It's a medium strength wind, so if you look at your ship card, it's going to be effectively the same as just regular strength. Look at the travel speed for perspective there. Which means you're not experiencing any issues with movement. You're moving at full speed. So, derelict is over here, and little derelict caravel that's been unfortunately caught in the waves and cast aside. It's our job to sink it. So, Zero is going to effectively turn command over to you all to figure it out. He steps away from the wheel and lets Quirky words are failing me. Quirky Scratch take control of the vessel as he raised to give commands where required.
Where is
All right.
that damn book?
It's naval combat rules. It's in stuff for everyone. So,
Oh,
the
there it
first
goes.
we're not going to run into a combat order here because this ship is adrift. But now, moving a ship
the first thing that's important is a ship has a number of can move a number of squares in a 30-second round equal to each square being 50 feet. So you have 6 squares of movement. Because the wind is from the northeast, you're currently heading in close to the wind. However, your ship handles pretty well in that regard. You're technically supposed to be, you're only losing 1 square. So heading in this direction, you have 5 squares of movement. So, I thought Hockey was going to be here and just take charge, because that's normally his shtick. So who wants to be calling commands here?
I'll do it.
Very
I was
well,
gonna
bosun.
say, let the bosun do it.
All right,
All right, lady Scratch, bring us ahead. Let's come alongside the target. Bring armaments to bear.
Warp factor 6.
What factor 6, Captain?
Engage.
I'm going.
So
I'm
you
going.
can move 200 feet, not in these directions, but you can move
I
this
will
way.
clamber back up into the crow's nest because this is
Are you good?
exactly where I belong.
So, looking at how to turn, ships also have a limited amount of agility. You'll notice that you have 6 dexterity. If I go to the ship's stats, correction, I believe that means you get 3 turns. I have to double check. Again, this is new for me too. We're learning together. Now, first of all, we have the captain's phase, which is... Where the fuck is that even on the list? Captain's phase. Captain's not going to take any special action. Initiative phase, doesn't matter. Ship's turn. Yeah, correction. So if everyone goes to features, you can see you have 3 action points and your movement. So you have to decide how you want to distribute your 3 action points. Turning takes an action point, and if you look at come about, you can see that. That's for an extra one. By default, you can only turn 1, and then with come about, you can turn an extra 1. That takes 2 crew actions. You can also additionally let out full sail for 2 crew actions, which will move an extra space. You have quite a few options. But yeah, you're supposed
I'd
to
say move ahead full. We're not in range of guns, I would assume.
very well. 250 squares, so you're going to move over here.
Gun.
Yeah, and they don't have any active guns. This is a derelict that we're target practicing. Now, the ship's turn here, it is going to drift with the current 2 squares. It is your turn again.
Ramming speed.
Pilot, I would like to say. Porky Scratch, what is our heading? Are we continuing or are we turning?
And with the wind, we cannot go too far into it, so...
Do you want to attack?
I mean, easier to get better range for people to get practice in if they get closer.
Yeah, by the way, so if you look at your cannons, you can see your range. You have a default range of 350, so you have to be this close to do normal, and you can engage out to 700 at disadvantage.
And
Do we have chaser guns?
You do not have chase cannons installed.
Okay.
The ship is fit
Then-
for but not with.
I'd say bring us to the northeast and
The wind is
ride
coming out of
along
the
there.
northeast.
I can't see the wind.
Look in the upper
unfortunately.
left-hand corner.
Top of the map.
We have a ram
My
option.
jankily thrown together. I'm gonna make.
Oh,
another one.
okay. All right. Yeah,
Later.
that's. It's
So
just
all
I
our
have to zoom out
cannons
really far
currently
for
are
that.
broadsides.
What was the question?
All of our cannons currently are broadside cannons.
Also,
Yeah.
I also just realized something. This square actually has the wrong grid on it. It's actually supposed to be columns even. So let me just. There we go.
Eh.
So let me just. There you go.
All right.
keep on going
I
straight
guess we
ahead.
could just
Yeah,
turn
for
and
now.
wait for the ship to get in range.
Are we putting it? So you have the option to. This is 1 turn. That's 2 turns to go that way. So if you do come about, you can head north, or you can continue east.
But that would put us in the dead wind. Almost.
No,
No.
you'd be turning and tacking, so you'd still get your movement.
So the dead wind is
Honestly.
the
It,
diagonal.
I was gonna say I would go diagonal, but That's just me.
Now,
This is
Can't go
you can't
diagonal,
move this
dead
way. This is
wind.
directly
Yep.
upwind.
this is upwind. That's width. And that's width.
Let me find my.
Yeah, and
That's
you,
your
so I
math.
did check the rules. You're only moving. You are moving at 2/3. You do not have the weatherly property. I decided your ship was too OP.
Or we can just bring
Before you decide.
ourselves around like here, and then wait for the guns to get in range, since it's already drifting.
Yep.
Well, actually, we'll be in range.
That will actually increase your speed because doing this puts you on a beam reach, which would increase your speed.
Is that
So-
very...
How many people here understand sailing reaches? Because there's only a couple you need to know.
I
I understand
vaguely know
negative
them.
sailing.
Okay, so
Might as well do a brief rundown.
here's your boat. If you look at the beam I've drawn. So let's assume the wind is coming from due north. If you're facing this way, you're going upwind. You have no ability to generate speed.
In those terms, you're
If
turns from game,
instead-
it's an island.
Instead, you're going this way, or the other way, going this way. You're on a close reach, because your bow is pointed close to the wind. So that's about 45 degrees off the wind. If you're going horizontal to it, this is called a beam reach, because the wind is crossing the beam of the ship. This is, generally speaking, the fastest reach in sailing, versus a close reach is among the slowest. If we continue, and we go this way now, this is called a broad reach. You're going about 130 degrees off the wind. You're going almost away from it. This is also very fast. In fact, if you go to the ship properties and look at travel speed, there's a whole chart in there showing your actual travel speed at different angles to the wind.
Also, do remember we can drop anchor.
That would do some damage if you drop Also, you're in
Dude,
a couple hundred feet of water right now.
we'd have to bring in the sail.
It shows.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
if you-
saying like bring in sail.
Yeah,
Blow west.
absolutely. You can absolutely adjust speed. You can move up to your full movement, but just like on foot, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can adjust.
I'd say we just
When you-
turn and wait for
Yeah.
the ship to drift.
And finally, when you're pointed away from the wind, this isn't called a reach. This is called a run. You're running downwind.
Mhm.
And this is actually much slower than you'd think.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at your ship again, most of your sails are occluding each other. You actually can't put as much canvas out when you're going downwind. Some ships, like a sloop with only 2 sails, could do pretty well if you get one on either side, but it's really hard to balance. And so
So Black
When-
Flag lied to me.
Yes.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
the
want-
fastest is perpendicular or that way.
You want side on more than anything.
A cabin can easily go into. Well, it's a lot easier going into the wind than.
So since the wind is coming out of the northeast here, you're currently on a close reach.
Yep.
So you only move 2/3 normal speed.
Yep.
You move full speed on a beam reach, and a broad reach, and a little bit faster on a beam reach. Basically, just subtract or add 100 if you're in a better reach or worse.
Yeah.
one.
So, what's our decision? Do we want to go ahead and get the guns sighted now, or do we want to keep heading along our current course and wait for the ship to cross into our gun line?
There's nothing out. There's not really anything out there for me to help you adjust your sighting. So
This is your actual area of fire.
Yeah, I figured it's a cone.
Yep.
We can turn
That's-
them.
Is the derelict ship beached?
No,
No, it's
Nope.
adrift.
it's moving.
Okay.
It's currently just moving with the current.
it's capsized with moving with the wind.
What's
The crew
our
couldn't recover
current?
it, but they got off. It
I'd
was
be-
it capsized
I'd be
in fairly calm weather.
I'd be
We're
fine.
currently heading due east.
No.
Yes.
What's the range on those guns? Does it
300.
say?
If you look on features, cannons, it'll say 300 by 700. So just like
Okay.
any other ranged weapons,
350.
yeah, 350.
So
Which is actually it's actually like slightly
pretty good.
conservative for real naval guns, but it works better in this setting.
Uh-huh.
And to be fair, you'd want to be about that close to guarantee hits.
I would be fine turning and drifting.
Yeah. Turn and let it drift into us.
You want to turn
Yes.
upwind and just wait for it? Is that what you're saying?
The cannons will reach it.
You can absolutely turn upwind and allow it to continue drifting.
Because even now, it's within cannon shot.
Not an angle. But anyway, so
Yeah.
if you do that, head upwind. Everything is flapping. It's loud. There's ropes whipping around. There's sails flying everywhere. The crew is constraining it, and Zero is chuckling. But it is certainly a tactic you can do in this scenario where no one's shooting at you.
We'd actually move both legs, but yeah.
I was gonna say not specifically upwind, but okay.
Yeah, we were gonna actually turn close right,
Sideways.
close right.
So yeah,
So further. Yep, there we
All
go.
right, so you would
Okay.
be coming. So you would be doing come about for 2 actions, and then moving your full
Yep.
speed up. You said. So because
yeah,
you're now
not full,
close
but
reach.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess full would give us better
Okay.
angle. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
200 feet because you're still in a close reach.
Yep.
You still have 1 action. You can't really do much with it though.
I was gonna say we
We could
Can
let
we-
the lookout sight the guns, make our shots
I-
better.
that's not something I actually do.
Oh, okay. Cool.
There you go. That's a much smarter idea to draw a fucking cone.
I like cones.
I forgot they existed for a minute. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, see,
Alright.
lookout is doing his job. He's sight.
Okay. On this, all right.
they're
We'll
they're
say it up
sitting
a turn
500
cycle.
out, so yeah.
Ship has moved
Yep.
a little closer. What are we doing now? Start of the round. Remember,
Open
your
all
ship has to move
guns.
unless you lift up your sails.
Bring in sail F.
Okay.
Bring in
You just
sails.
How far up ahead are you planning on going this round, Mr. Pilot, Mrs. Pilot?
105.
150? 3 tiles?
said
Just
100.
100.
100.
2 tiles. You bring in most of your sails, basically keeping the mains out, and your
Ship
Your
go
stays will for turning
forward, ship go
purposes.
backward.
And,
ship can't go back.
and
You're
like,
about
it'd be basically at battle sail, right? And then,
Yep.
if I remember correctly.
So if you can make an attack now, you will be at disadvantage. Also, your ship has a limited amount of ammunition on board. You can get more later, but you have plenty for gunnery practice. I think you have 200 shots, and you only use 6 per broadside. And you
I
also
would say we fire one as a sighting shot.
Yeah, everybody used to actually using the powder and sighting the guns.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I look
Well,
at that would be gunner's
Mr. Melgore?
task for doing
Ranging
a...
shot.
There you go! Took the words out of my mouth.
That's a bonus action. You
I
can
was
fire
hoping-
one of your broadside or chase guns to verify the range.
Bingo.
On a
I
hit,
would-
the
I
target
would
takes
call-
1d2.
Since my abilities don't actually work for this, all I would really do is call down what I'm guessing the range is. So it's under 450 feet, I think.
Right. Very well. Are you taking a ranging shot?
I will be taking a ranging shot.
Very well. Since there isn't technically a thing for this setup, I'm going to have to make actions for your characters. I probably should have done that earlier, but I didn't realize I would need to do it. Please roll me a d20, and you're going to be adding the ship's strength mod of +2 to it.
Just a regular.
How much am I adding to?
Yep.
Yes.
+2.
/R1 d20 +2. Or just click on the d20 icon, click enter, and then add 2. Is that 20?
Hey.
That's a
22.
natural 20.
I forgot to tell you that's a disadvantage. Because you're
Make
beyond
another roll.
350. Make another roll. Sorry.
Oh,
That's a 12.
That is a 12. What is the AC on this ship? 11. You actually score a hit. It slams right into the deck, and as a result, so there is technically, if I do /1 on D /R D2,
It will actually roll a
He
coin.
flips a coin.
It does indeed. It does indeed flip a coin. And do you want to use the 2 I rolled, or do you want to do it yourself?
There he
you can
is.
There's the
do.
fucking
There he
heck
is. All right, get in the game. I need to pee anyway. Decide if you want to roll yourself or me.
2
Oh.
plus ship strength mod. And damage.
Glad you're home safe and sound, Hockey.
Welcome back, Hockey.
Fucking fight it again. You hit it. I'm actually impressed you hit it.
What was that supposed to mean?
Ooh, racism
When was the
battle
last time you used
initiate.
the cannon?
It's mostly because I don't know if any of y'all know how to use a cannon. It's the only reason I said I'm surprised.
Towards the ground, he
They
has
are
to
a barbaric weapon,
shoot, given how tall he is.
highly unnecessary.
No,
Any conflict can be
see,
won through
I'm
strength
not
of arm.
complaining about his height. It's more of I just don't know how well any of these people know how to use weaponry of this caliber.
Well, now our master gunner's back.
Ye olden 120mm
Actually,
cannon.
has Hockey talked yet? He might
No.
be.
Not yet.
He has not spoken a word.
Word.
He's kind of a mute.
It's more likely at this
He
point.
is-
'Cause he would have
his
unmuted
character's-
by now. I think he just turned it on and then went to do something, and he'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, in reality, it's a vow of silence that he's decided to take.
Oh no.
Whole new character type.
Very
That's a
well.
bonus.
Anyway, because that, are you doing the 2 points?
Yes.
All right, so 4 points of damage. So one thing to note about ships is this the ship you're shooting only has 19 hit points left. It's out 44. Your ship's out 75. Creature-based attacks, so any spell you cast, anything like that, does only 1/5 damage unless it has siege, like siege monster.
Oh.
That is the way that the numbers stay sane. So if you roll the fireball and it did 20 damage to the ship, it does 5 damage to the ship.
He's
'Cause remember-
awake and mobile.
If you're
And
on
they
deck, you are allowed to shoot. And now he might actually not, unless he's muted.
Honestly, I would say that since he's the master gunner, should use one of his abilities that I'm looking at right now.
You already have advantage in this attack, so it's a straight roll.
No, it's
Fucking what?
yeah.
It's a bonus
Yeah.
action. It's a bonus action.
Are you thinking of careful aim?
Mine
Yes.
was a bonus action.
I think that only the ship
here's
still
the
suffers
thing,
from
though. You have advantage while shooting at disadvantage. Adding another advantage does not give you advantage. It's still a straight roll.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
The only situation in 5e where advantage stacks is elven accuracy, and then you get double advantage. It's stupid, but it exists. Anyway, Hockey, since you're back here, would you like to make a cannon attack and fire all the guns at this target? Straight roll.
Where's the guns?
Just give me 2 seconds.
Oh my god, it blood splattered the derelict caravel, I just realized.
Yes, I love blood coming out of derelict ships.
I think I can actually
It's
modify
alive!
what type of blood comes out of it. 1 second.
It's a
Fire.
mimic.
It's a fucking mimic! Kill it!
Splatter.
Not Mr. Mime.
You mean Ash's dad?
No!
How many corrections do we have?
You have a total of 3 actions still.
And
You've not
what
done
is
any
the
this turn.
range of this fucking thing?
Currently,
for us?
they're
Max
currently
range,
they're at
but you now have
550.
a-
However,
No, it's
however,
under max range.
no, it is.
Max
It's within max
All right.
range.
Well, I'm gonna risk killing us right out the gate. I guess why not?
So it's a straight roll, whatever you're doing, because Nico, who is your secondary gunner, took a ranging shot and actually hit it, so you have advantage.
Oh, really? All right,
Yes.
we're gonna
Yep.
use double charge.
Here's the thing, though. It's because you're at disadvantage due to range, it's a straight roll.
Yeah.
But he
Just
wants
let
to
you
use
know,
double
you're
charge.
double charging. Order hot
But he's-
charges loaded
But
into
if
the
he's
guns.
double charging, he has 50% greater range.
Yep.
Oh, that will, in fact, give it an advantage on the roll.
That's what I thought.
Also,
Roro.
also,
Okay, what roll is this? Fucking
So they're
D20
also
plus a ship.
+2.
yeah. So you can click on cannons and just roll attack. However, your damage is going to be D8s instead of D6s because you're double charging it.
So it's just D20 rolls with advantage.
D20 with advantage. You can just do that for now.
D20 plus 2 with advantage.
What you doing, baby girl? Hmm?
You also need to roll a d20 to see if misfire.
You do not have a sailing die because you're not yet proficient in watercraft.
Nope.
That's something you'll earn. I'm counting the hours.
That's why I said d20.
Hmm.
You have advantage, remember.
That
Roll again.
was with advantage.
No, it only rolled
No,
one die.
no, it
That was
won't.
advantage. Let's roll a second time.
Roll a second. D20. That's better.
Much better.
Plus-
Much better.
Plus 2 is 15.
It has an
plus
AC
2.
of 11. You absolutely do hit.
Yep.
Would you please roll me a D8? Just one D8. Again, it's balanced. 7. So that's nine more points of damage to the ship, and it actually needs to because it is below a quarter. It now needs to make a saving throw, and I'm going to use my DM die, which is my silver, like platinum-y skull and crossbones dice.
Do we need to see if the guns
It
misfire?
succeeds on its
No,
it's
because
effectively
they
a sink
hit.
save. So it succeeds on a sink save. It does not sink this turn or begin to sink.
Oh.
Very well. All right.
If it was below a 10, it would have we would have had to roll for misfire, Nico.
Yeah,
But it
what was
says
your-
in
yours was
addition,
20?
roll a
Yeah.
d20.
Yeah, that's his third D20 that he rolled. Or yeah, actually roll a D20 and add 3 to it. It's
10.
10. You're fine. You're just fine.
No
It says
misfire.
on a 10 or below.
Well, it's supposed
Meets
to
or
be
beat-
on less than a 10 because it's supposed to be. Oh my
if
god!
it meets,
yeah.
it beats. Uh-oh.
This
We have a
Castellia,
miss.
it doesn't mean it beats. Yeah, unfortunately, some of the guns don't seem to fire fully correctly. I actually need you to roll a D4 now for damage.
How many guns went?
It doesn't really matter in this context. It's just, oh no, boom, went bad.
Go. Oh. Hold on. There we go.
I heard the ding.
What the fuck have you done to the guns? You hear Ciro shouting from above as he sees the ship.
Don't you worry about it.
Yeah,
It
so
just
you ended
says
up doing
that-
3 points of damage. So,
And then 4d6 fire damage to all crew.
nope, it hasn't
No.
exploded. You didn't roll a natural 1.
You did not roll
However-
a natural.
However, your guns are now indeed damaged. So you're going to need to take a repair action this turn,
Bosun.
this next turn. And with that, though, you have
That's
one
a carpenter.
crew action left.
Mr. Carpenter!
Yeah.
I'm on it.
So the crew actions have already so how this is supposed to work, I'm playing it very loose right now so we understand the mechanics because I'm learning it too. It is captain chooses what to do. The ship moves. The ship does all the crew actions at once. So everyone would have to decide in advance to do it and then do it together. It's a very collaborative system.
Mm-hmm.
So because you didn't know it was going to explode, you can't call a repair this turn.
Yeah.
It'd have to be next turn. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have a specific condition for this because I can't actually add one, so I'm going to say the ship is exhausted to show that it has an issue with its guns right now and needs to be repaired.
Yeah, I like that.
Very well.
Ship is EP.
Round goes over and is the beginning of the next round. No, this ship now has to move two squares. All right, it is now your turn.
I can order repairs.
You can order repairs.
That's a
So
bonus
again-
action, unless someone else wants to use the bonus action for something else.
No, repair is all crew actions.
It is your bonus action. But yes, to repair, you actually do need to use all crew actions.
Okay.
So, in this case,
Oh,
Ciro
it's just
shouts,
my
"Get
bonus
those
action?
guns! Get those guns!" Yes, it's like, all right,
Okay.
get those guns cleared. Let's get this moving. Carpenters, bosun, get on that.
Bang,
All
bang.
hands, help the
Pilot, keep
Bang,
us
repairs.
in
bang.
range if possible. Maybe swing it around. We'll use the other broadside while they're fixing those.
So they will get to roll twice as much.
for the hit points value.
Yeah.
Because
So
I
in this
ordered
case,
repairs.
in this case though, because you didn't actually take damage, you just need to repair to
Oh,
fix
okay.
it. So I'm just gonna. Someone needs to click the repair button. Anyone can choose to do that, but preferably only one because it does consume resources. If you actually look in your cargo hold, you'll notice you have
I'll let
10
Carpenter
repair
deal with
slots.
that one. I'm not going to touch that one.
All right.
Milwaukee
Rock
Hammer
speed.
goes to work.
I mean, I'm clicking the word repair, but all it says is recover hit points. It doesn't actually
Just hit enter. Like, do it.
just hit enter. Okay.
Yeah, just do it. And we'll say you repair it.
Yeah,
Just
like,
do
dude,
it. Enter. There you go. Winter.
That's-
Winter.
But I meant to actually, I meant to say, use the actual repair ability.
Well, I mean,
it-
I'm
in
clicking
feature-
it, but
in
nothing
Yeah,
features-
but
happened.
you just roll the healing.
Oh.
Also, I need to fix that because it doesn't use the resource.
Well, it says recover hit points equal to primary attack damage or remove derelict. I don't know what the primary attack damage is.
It doesn't matter. It's set up correctly to do it all as it is. Oh, it's actually supposed to be a D6, not a fucking D12. Jesus Christ, it's not set up correctly.
Well, considering I can't really select the ship to select its skills,
Yeah, you can. Everyone has
I-
ownership of it.
I only have the ability to look over my skills. I can't, when I click
On-
the
on
token,
the
it doesn't
silent-
let me do anything with it.
No. So go to
Go to have the
first
token sheet
the actor,
open.
Go to actors
Yeah.
on the right-hand side and click
Click
on
the
the silence
silence
effort to
effort.
bring up the character
Yes,
sheet.
I have it open. I go to features.
Features.
I click repair. Nothing happens.
Look in the text. Do
Is-
you not see it?
It doesn't. There's no button that says to repair.
there's no fucking repair button, Exile.
There is a repair
Yeah.
button. I'm
No,
staring
there
at
isn't.
it. I'm staring
for
at
us.
it.
It doesn't
Not for
do
us.
anything.
Yes, when I click it, it just simply pops up text that tells me recovers hit points equal to primary attack damage.
What the fuck?
It-
Maybe you.
it does
This
not-
is what we got. This is what we
Hang
got.
on. Hold up. Yeah, you have observer rights, not owner rights. Try it now.
There we
we
go.
go.
Thank you. There
That
you
was
go.
on
Rip
me.
that.
Solved
Don't
the
change anything. Don't
issue.
delete any abilities because it's annoying to fix. Yeah. and
No
you
worries.
don't
I
need to
wasn't
do it.
touching nothing. I was
Yeah,
able
no,
to
I
do
got
it
that.
now.
Yeah.
Can we
Just like
lock
your own
this
character sheet,
sheet
don't fuck with it.
for editing?
No, I cannot. It would be nice, but there is not an ability for me to
Oh
do
no,
that.
there isn't. That's gone. Yep.
Alright,
no,
and
this
then
is
I
got a
can just
copy.
do the
It's just
die
got
roll.
copy to clipboard. That's it. Cool.
There we go. Die roll has been made.
In any
It's 3.
case, the guns are repaired. Now, for the pilot, where are we moving?
Yes,
We
Miss
move up
Pilot.
the force squares. And also, does anyone
We
else
could
have an
also-
action
Yeah,
they would like
have
to take?
sail, so
We could also
they're
turn.
only moving 100 feet.
We can't. Well, you've used all 3 of your crew actions. You can only sail in a straight line right now. How far?
Oh,
What if that?
Unless, of course, you use another ability, but 150,
100 foot.
100 foot. Very well. Two squares up. The derelict continue as we switch to derelict's turn because you're not shooting this turn because you had to repair it. It is now there.
What is 350 for the? God damn it.
It is well within 350. It is.
Oh.
It is currently. It says 350, but it's within the 350-degree cone, so it's within range. And it's still in your arc of fire, if only just.
Actually, well, it's actually like
Is it disadvantage because
Oh,
it's
it-
head on?
no. This is advantage right now because you're proper broadside and you are well within the gun range right now.
Yeah, but I'm
Yep.
looking at his toughest armor.
It's not that in detail a system. We're not playing Black Flag. Or not even
Yeah.
Black Flag. Be something more involved. What was that one you guys were playing with, like in the Caribbean?
Skull and Bones?
Sea of
That's,
Thieves?
maybe.
Sea of Thieves?
No, hockey had several ships of the line.
Oh, fucking
Naval action.
Yeah,
Naval
Oh, yeah.
action. Yeah.
yeah, it's not naval action. We're not quite there. It's D&D, guys.
it's
Roll to seduce the ship. In any case, Gunner or Master Gunner, who would like to take the shot? Okay, it's happening.
Do we seduce the ship? No, I'm just joking.
So now you can actually use the cannon's ability if you'd like to.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me
You
bring
can-
the fuck. I gotta bring the ship back up. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, what?
If you go to features, you'll see cannons.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can target them just like any other enemy.
There you go.
Did that do it? Yeah. It did.
Yeah.
Okay. Normal.
Unfortunately, the shot lands a little bit short. Just all 6 of your guns just a little bit short in lore. Here, let me put on slightly more intense music. Switch from naval theme to naval action. Hope you guys can hear it. So inconsistent. Anyway, that was only 2 crew actions. You technically have one crew action. You have 2 remaining. Anyone else have a suggestion or thing they want to do?
Should I fire? Or can we only
No,
fire?
you can only fire the cannons once.
Okay.
Keep them loaded.
He can do a mad minute.
If you want to fire again, yeah, you could do a Mad Minute.
I say do it.
No. We lose all attacks for the next 2 rounds.
Ew.
For this
Yeah.
round and the subsequent round.
Yeah. So you'd lose. Yeah, you'd be done with this round and the next one.
Yeah, so this
For
round
more
and
cannons
so
present, you cannot use Mad Minutes sequentially.
no, so
Okay.
you get an extra
We can
attack this
brace the
round
hull.
and next round, and then after that you cannot fire for 2 rounds.
So you get 2 rounds of double attack. Okay.
Okay, so maybe yes.
It's attack now, maneuver later is the concept behind it.
Up to y'all. Y'all are the gunners.
This is all your domain.
I'm okay.
Nico.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Movement, which we already did the movement for this ship. So next round, this guy continues drifting with the current. We're back to you guys. Movement. Captain is again not giving you any orders, just letting you figure this out. Cyril's watching.
I'm gonna maneuver
If
the
you come
ship.
about,
Up.
come about. You're now facing this way.
I don't think she's in the arc. No, she's not.
Are you gonna move the full speed?
Uh,
It'll put you back in range.
yeah, might as well.
It'll put us point blank almost.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. By the way, guys, remember you can hit a point and hold control and drag the left mouse to measure.
I'm doing
You're-
cone just because
Yeah, you're certainly within the arc with that. So
that is advantage shot.
you have 1 crew action remaining to be decided on how you want to spend it. The guns are loaded.
Again?
Should I fire?
Gunners, that's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aki, this is you and Nico's domain.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Is it with advantage?
No.
No.
Just normal.
Yeah, it's just normal. It's still wave action such, but that is a
Blam.
definite hit. Natural 19 for a 23. Oh yeah, you do have a +4. Because it's actually your charisma, the ship's charisma, that determines your firing bonus, interestingly enough. Strength only does damage. Yeah, so roll damage. Why did that roll a d12?
No idea.
Because that's not what it's... Oh, it is d12. Oh, whatever, fuck it. It doesn't actually matter. 9 points of damage. With that, the ship is brought down to 7 hit points. I'm going to make another sinking save. That is a 9. It fails. The ship is beginning to sink. Still won't sink for another 2 rounds. It has to fit. It's just like death saves. But the ship is beginning to sink.
Alright, so we'll end our turn there, I guess.
All
We
right.
can't do anything.
Yep, it is going to continue to drift.
Yep.
And now it is your turn again. Where is our movement going to take us?
I'm gonna turn one more turn to travel and just keep
Too far.
like that.
There you
And then move Kismars.
We can also
100 foot. There you go.
What was your point, Hockey?
There's no combat encounter. Okay.
Again, if you guys see issues with this, let me know, because this is a lot of this is stuff I added in because trying to figure it out
We know.
for the roles and such. So I want to have this as kind of a learning experience for us all. All right, we still have a full three crew actions.
Alright, I guess. Fucking, I gotta keep opening up the goddamn motherfucking thing. 1 second.
Wait, actually correctly assigned incapacitated. I'm amazed. I forgot I did that.
You double tap the name of the tab, it holds it up for you.
That's effort.
Oh, fuck. You can also double click the ship token.
This is true.
Well, now I can, yeah.
Dang it. Give me a copy of it. Ah.
Alright, yeah, we'll just take a regular shot, because I'm...
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to remind you, neither of you like, no bonus is added until you get sailing abilities, so it doesn't matter who rolls it.
Yeah. I just figured we
Three
were
sheets to the wind
alternating.
just decide it doesn't work. Why?
Hey, we hit it.
Mom, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
Fucking
it's dead.
explodes.
With another 13 points of damage, you watch it. Yeah, it absolutely does. You watch as the ship begins to break apart and rapidly sink below the waves, leaving a field of debris in its wake.
Leave any
You are
money.
victorious. Well, unfortunately, it is sinking very quickly. If you want to go for a swim,
Darn, you're right. All right.
I
Well,
would not recommend that.
maybe
yeah,
next
there,
time.
there might have been stuff aboard if you had tried to board it, but
I
things to
thought we
consider
were
for next
doing
time.
gunnery training, not fucking boarding.
You were.
action.
You were. That doesn't mean there might. I didn't plan on anything in there. I'd be rolling on a table to say what was left behind. The story behind the ship is it sank mostly due to poor maintenance and slowly enough that all the crew got off and was able to get out. So they probably took the important, valuable things with them.
Yeah, like all their black cast rum.
I gotta
Yeah.
use the bathroom, I'll be right back.
Okay. By the way, did you drink that bottle on
I have
Founder's Day?
not drank the black cast yet, no.
Okay.
What is with
Just-
you and the rum?
I have
I
been
thought it was a
actively
fucking
trying
barrel.
to pawn a bottle of rum this whole time, and every person I've offered it to is like, nah, I don't need rum.
You got 2 people with Tavern Brawler in your fucking party.
Yeah, but I want to offer it to NPCs. If I offer it to them, it's just
Trying to
me
sell it.
taking 2 gold
Yep.
from a teammate.
Very well, everybody. Well, that was a pretty good job there. Yeah, I mean, some decisions were interesting, but again, it's a learning experience for all of you. So, we're gonna get underway here. We lost a couple hours just trying to catch up with this thing. So for now, get yourselves squared away, get back to your positions, and we'll get it moving here. And so you can feel free to move your characters wherever you want. I'm going to be switching this to the map in 30 seconds.
Sure. For those important 30 seconds, I'll be double checking the maintenance on the cannons.
Not a bad idea given the recent incidents. Some of the ropes were severed, some of the mounts were damaged. It was a process getting it back together.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely take some time to do that.
I can just close that because now we're on to this section.
Hi, Captain.
All right, time to use my carpenter tools. Can I make a carpenter tool roll?
What are you doing with your tools?
Making sure that like the wooden components to these cannons are good, like the wheels.
Yeah, absolutely. So make me a roll. I don't know if you can even do it with the tools.
I can.
Oh, you can? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're finished supposed. So with a 14, you are absolutely. You're working on the cannon mounts,
Thank you.
and you can see the areas where they were damaged, where some of the wood is cracked, and you're working with the other members of the carpenter crew to put things back together,
put things in order, and you feel like you're doing a very satisfactory job at the task.
I'll make sure they roll just yet again.
I'll
Oh,
go
little man's
back.
getting fuzzy.
Hey, Exile,
Yes.
would you say in our just travel that would count as a short rest?
Oh yeah, you can have a short rest.
The ship. Give the ship a short rest.
Your abilities are based on your short rest, not the ship.
Are you sure?
It is easier.
Okay. Making sure. I would say everyone give a short rest.
You're more than welcome to take one, but in any case, it's
Mostly
not really going
because
to matter because we're going to go through the next couple of days in a hurry here.
it's mostly because a lot of these abilities refresh on short rests.
Yep.
I was reading through some of them, just like, we really could have done some other stuff that would have worked.
Of course. And that's just it. I wanted to create a system where there were a lot of things you could do. Just remember, the enemy can do some of these things as well.
Well, don't worry. Once we actually have enemies, they're not going to like me.
Oh, I'm certain of that. Haki, are you back yet? In any case, I'm going to bring us... Oh, I just accidentally toggled navigation
Yeah,
on
I'm
that
back.
map instead of switching scenes.
Ah,
I have
Toggle navigation back on that.
the spyglass ready, or scouring out, along with quite a bit of riflery and extra ammunition up here.
Excellent. You guys hear the music?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This one's literally called Wild West Conquest, but it felt piratey enough. In any case, Zero quickly gets the ship back under control and begins to plot a new course. It's delayed you somewhat, this initial period, taking time to work on this. However, the wind is currently fairly moderate, coming out of the northeast, and as a result, over the next couple of hours, you're able to make some pretty decent time. There is a lull in the afternoon where the wind really dips down and you're unfortunately moving at a much slower pace. 1 second. Excuse me.
Bless you.
However, thank you. However, because as you are being able to move at a fairly favorable angle, you make excellent time. And by the evening, you've made it most of the way through the channel past Briggs Rock, and are moving your way up north. I have a course that I'm literally following on my drawing, but I'm just doing this for your sake. By 6 a.m. the next day, you've reached a new point. Over here. Well, hang on. Who moved it? It stays there. However, the day begins with the wind abruptly shifting from the northwest to the west. Hang on. I'm literally going to change my thingy. If you look on the compass rose on the map, you'll see I've also put a wind indicator there. The wind shifts to the west and begins picking up speed.
That's
And
a harsh shift.
No, not
actually,
really.
I
mean-
said harsh, not hard.
The wind rapidly picks up from a fairly pleasant 10 knots to maybe 15, 20, 25, up to 30 as you're reaching into a serious squall before it turns into a roaring storm.
Down on the
This-
Royals.
Yeah, the ship immediately begins setting storm sails as you begin moving your way through this morass of sea. That is not the right fucking word, but I'm going to stick with it because it's a fun word. The waves are now massive as you ride the swells up and down and shifting about. Things are breaking loose. There is damage to be done on the ship. And so, as a result, I'm going to need people to make some rolls. Carpenters, I need you guys to make some tool checks, see how well you can keep the ship under control. Anyone in the mast and rigging, you need to make me a Constitution saving throw to deal with the seasickness that's going to come from being 90 feet up in the air swinging about. Ouch. Anyone in charge of control, I need you to make a strength saving throw to see how long you can hold out aboard the, just holding the wheel in this rough sail. And for anyone who is not assigned to the deck during duties, your gunners and otherwise, you guys are fine. There's nothing you need to do. Garrett, you're holding your lunch down admirably. After your first experience with a storm, you're doing a little bit better in this one. And the waves buffeting you around as you swing back and forth. The ship heeling up to 30 degrees sometimes, but usually more like 10 to 15. Swinging around over the sea, you just kind of hold on and say, I hope this thing holds together.
Oh shit, that was the wrong one. Oh well, close enough.
You're on deck for a lot of this, so you're doing all right. Like, you're hanging in there. Lotus as well, stealing herself and managing to hold on. Luckily, because there's a lot less sail up, you're able to spend more time on the deck itself, and it's a little bit less horrifying.
She's a rigger, so
Exactly, but thankfully, because you only have storm sails up, she's able to do most of her work from the deck.
This is fun for me. Whee!
Yeah, you swing around a little bit. You have some fun with it, absolutely. Quirky Scratch is really
What's the master,
struggling.
Mr. Forrester? Are you afraid to get wet?
it's not the getting wet that I hate. It's falling.
You are all, by the way, getting wet as waves do break over the sea, this kind of walls at the front of the forecastle. Thankfully, this vessel, in somewhat an older design tradition, has a fairly raised forecastle, which is helping keep the deck space from being completely awash. But between the rain and the spray, and I should have put on that storm sail.
I believe it is pronounced forecastle.
Forecastle.
I know it is, dude.
Drank water.
I'm just being a dick.
Here, let me put on the storm. There you go. You get a storm. Actually, I forgot I had that.
That was a storm of ruin.
It's a bit more than a brewing.
It's a here.
David Jones calls his to his home.
Who the fuck is that?
Honestly, we should not pick that phone call up.
What the fuck is a phone call?
I don't know. It just came to me for some reason. Some weird deity or something.
Imagine these fucking yelling over the fucking sound of the storm and the rain washing the
Quirky
fucking
Scratch,
deck.
Thankfully for you, you have others who help keep you supported through this time. However, I need everyone to repeat their checks. As the storm wears on through the day.
I'm sorry, what checks? I just got back.
Yeah. At about 9.
No, he's a carpenter, so
Yeah, you're making our carpenter tool check.
Yeah.
However,
please.
As the morning wears on, it's about 9 a.m. The wind has become so strong that even with the storm sails, you're being thrown about wildly, and the ship is forced to bring up extra sail and heave to, and continue to heave to for hours and hours. It's only about 5 p.m. that the winds finally start to lessen, and the ship is able to resume making forward progress. Almost the entire day spent being battered against the gunnels, just wave after wave after wave as you're perpendicular to the wind, just drifting through the storm. You actually get blown fairly close to shore as a result of it, but thankfully, the winds do begin to lessen towards the end of the day. I'll give you time
I
to
see
walk.
land over there still, and we got a bit closer. That's not good. Those rocks look sharp.
Oh yeah, no, that's a shitty coast. You wouldn't want to be there. After a quick brief run downwind, you're able to continue moving. Through the day and into the night, the storm continues. Until around 4 a.m., the storm finally abates. A new, strong, but much more tolerable wind from the northwest takes hold as the storm passes you by. And you're finally able to actually resume your journey.
How many days has it been?
So this is technically the end of the second day at sea.
I was about to say, you're struggling there.
Which reminds me to advance the calendar, so thank you. Because, yeah, there's a calendar thing I'm using to keep track of days. It's now 17.
I'll be alright. Just...
What the?
I need to find some sustenance there soon.
Yeah. You are all also rather hungry. Well, while breakfast was a nice serving of hot cakes, some honey jam and butter, some coffee, and your beer ration, which is a pleasant reminder of the hardships and the joys of being at sea, as This ship is much better provisioned than your average merchant ship sailing long distances.
Is Ciro knowledgeable about certain predilections?
Have you asked him?
I am not.
You have not specifically talked to him about what he may or may not have been told about your nature. So you don't know. He hasn't brought it up.
If he's not saying anything, I'm not going to say anything. But I might need to go fishing.
Well, thankfully,
Hopefully, I can catch a shark.
yeah, thankfully, as the storm subsides on the next day, with a strong wind from your northwest that's bringing a lot of power into your sails, you're able to make a very speedy journey, as well as have an actual hot meal this morning. Unfortunately, for the past, well, quite a while, lunch and dinner and even beyond, it was simply too rough to cook even below decks. So you had whatever could be thrown together without Rowie hurting herself. However-
Cold oatmeal.
Yeah, basically.
Sandwiches.
Someone mind taking over so I can eat?
Yeah. No, there's a bit of rotation going on. You do have time to sleep despite everything, though how well you sleep is debatable.
We're on 8s, so 8 and 8.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not running 4-4-4.
I think they gave her medicine.
Oh, yeah.
Because 4-4 is like the worst shift a human being
AFK.
can tolerate.
That's
Besides
fucking,
24-20.
Yeah.
those are
What are you
action
talking about?
station shifts and fucking submarines.
Yeah.
We do it. Let's not talk about the actual duties.
I'm specifically talking commercial fishermen who will work a 28-hour day, sleeping for 20 minutes every 4 hours.
Well, yeah, because they run at peak efficiency.
Yeah. They'll do that. Commercial fishermen are fucking no joke.
So the trick to power napping is at least 20 minutes, no longer than 40.
Yep, because if you get into REM sleep, you're gonna feel like shit.
You get used to it.
The human body is built to
Yes.
sleep in 2 45-minute cycles, so the minimum amount, if you're trying to actually sleep, less than 45 minutes, or an hour and a half. And then multiples thereof.
An hour works.
It works, but it's not as good.
You make do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thankfully, however, with rather fair winds, you begin to see just how fast this ship can be, as you rapidly approach a full 16 knots, with the wind, well, being strong and out off of your beam. And by 11 a.m., you finally see land peeking over the horizon as you make your way towards a small estuary on the coastline here. And as the sails are brought down as the ship comes to an anchor, you see before you a verdant green wall. 100-foot tall trees, these right up to the coast, with a thin, yellowy white sandy beach being the only separation between the coral reefs you've parked just outside of and the shore of the Isle of Gerdon. Or, what the hell? Learns how to tell.
We're planning to go in there.
Yep. Though the ship isn't going to take us that far.
I
We're
knew
gonna be-
that.
Well, you see that river there? That'll bring us to within about 5 to 8 miles. We weren't given that much detail, but we were given direction. I can find that. Into the jungle. That will bring us within 5 or 8 miles of the actual site. It's going to be about 10 miles rowing upriver. Probably going to take us 2 days just because it gets, well, problematic. There are some
What are we
things...
doing again?
You're planning to row?
That's the only way to.
I'm
get
not
up
exactly
there.
the best person for rowing, but I will play my part.
Oh, that was another day, by the way, right?
Yes. You're now on day 3.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to row.
Let's get to the ships.
Yep. You do have 2 rowboats aboard this ship, and you quickly bring them ashore. You see Ciro pack a large but tightly bound bag into one of the boats. So, we're going to have to split up. We can fit everyone in here, but it's going to be a little bit tight. I recommend one per bench, but maybe the ladies can squeeze in together. It'd be a little easier for us. I'll hang up by the bow on this boat. I do know the way. Now, there's a couple things we need to consider here.
It's about 15 miles. Sorry, I actually misspoke earlier. It's about 15 miles upriver in these two boats. It's going to take us probably 2 days, maybe a day and a half if we're moving quick. The jungle here is occupied, home to multiple different lizard folk and Yuan-Ti tribes. And they're usually not friendly to one another or outsiders. So we're going to try and move relatively quietly. As it so happens, I have some contacts with the tribe on the shore itself. If you might even be able to see them if you look that way. As you follow his finger, you see that waiting on the shore by the mouth of the river, you see a gathering of lizard folk, probably 7 or 8 of them, kind of just waiting in the trees patiently beyond the harsh sun.
Yes, I noticed them. I'm surprised they didn't attack immediately, frankly.
Well, so here's the thing. They're pragmatic folk. While they're not fond of outsiders, they're more than willing to let people who they like through. I've had some positive relations with them, and this bag here, he slaps the bag he's got, is full of trade goods. These are things that we'll be able to use to barter for safe passage. I've already made an arrangement with these folks. We're going to go ashore and I'm going to drop them off. I would suggest you all stay in the boats. I'll do the talking with these ones. Mostly, I know some of y'all speak Draconic as well, but why do you do y'all? That's not him. I know some of you guys speak Draconic as well, but the accent here, bit hard to understand. So, if you got questions, now's the time. But I'm going to go and talk to them in general.
Do they like black cast rum?
They don't really drink a lot. The lizard folk are notorious for their inability to properly process alcohol. They do a lot of psychedelics, though.
Ah,
And
so
again
if I had
with the-
black
Again
cast
with the
rum.
rum.
All right, good to know.
Yeah, better off just saving that for when we get done with this.
Yeah, no. He pulls a specific pouch out. No, it's actually a fairly large oilcloth bound package, roughly rectangular, maybe about like 16 inches by 12 inches by 8 inches. It's fairly large, compact brick. It's like, this is for them. And this is more than enough to bring us safe passage up through their territory, which is a little over half of the way upriver. We might see some more on the way. They know about us. They've been informed. Believe me, word travels fast in the jungle. You wouldn't believe how quick.
If you need anything extra, I do have a powder that we pulled off of a corpse.
What kind of powder?
I pull it out.
Where the fuck did you find Kraken? He looks at it.
It
He
was
doesn't even
in the dungeon.
Someone must have brought it down there recently. Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you shouldn't take this stuff because I mean, to be fair, I've done it. It's an interesting experience, and it doesn't mess you up too badly.
Trying to find a way to get rid of it.
I mean, you could just snort it. It's an option. Look, I'm not going to judge you. Again, I've had my time. And it's not that dangerous as far as drugs go. You got probably 4 doses there. I wouldn't do all 4 at once. You might need some help after that. But anyway, but also, the area we're going to, this temple, it's kind of unclear who actually controls it, which tribe would be in charge. It's possible it's neutral ground. There's plenty of locations like that, especially old ruins where they either have meetings or don't go there at all because it's taboo. So, ideally, it's the latter, because it means when we're in there, we're safe, and if we just wait long enough, anyone who's waiting for us will leave because they get bored or out of food. If it's neutral ground, we'll also be just fine, but they might be a little less interested in us going inside. Ideally, though, we won't be found at all, and it'll be a pretty smooth journey through this. Do we have any other questions?
None.
Excellent. All right, in the boats. Who's in which boat? Ciro's going to be leading in the first boat.
Let's.
One big fella per boat.
I will take the second boat.
Okay.
You also will be in about the fella about the lives.
Okay, so you're going to be in the second boat?
Yep.
Got it. All right. Who else? This is because I need to put you in the correct boats for the next map.
I'll be in the first boat.
Okay, first boat.
Just put me in the second.
Put me in the third boat.
There's only 2.
I will swim.
Belgor's in the second boat. Garish, what boat are you in? First or second?
Second. Me and Lotus are in the second.
Got it. All right, that's the second boat full. So Torin, you're going to be in the first boat. We need Fordo boat, and then Turbius. Let me actually drag you in here. I didn't have you in this one.
Turbius will be the engine to the first boat.
Yeah, pretty much. You, Turbius, and Torin are in a boat together, Rox. So the three of you will definitely be pretty good at rowing. The other boat's got Garish and Belgoris for rowing primarily. Though the ladies can certainly take their turns. The river itself is actually fairly calm. It seems to be a relatively
if maybe US could fly
You can fly?
the broomstick.
How long can you fly?
We have
in
our
that?
recon.
How far can you fly in that?
What's that? Maybe take a look. Fly speed of 30 feet. 1 mile.
That's not very far. You are welcome to take a flight, though. I would wait until we're past these lizard folk. They're not going to take kindly to a random cat flying around on a broomstick. Yeah, that's the kind of shit they shoot arrows at.
No. That is the speed of the broom.
They also shot
If I
a fucking
had
plane
it
that flew over 2
go
years ago.
someplace. That's if I want
Yeah, it's
the
like
broom
the
to go.
uncontacted tribes. You've seen the planes just like full of arrows.
Actually, yeah, it's all. It's basically I can send the broom there within a mile, as long as I know where that place is.
Yeah, but so like when you're riding it, how far can you ride it?
Huh?
How long?
50
What
feet per turn.
50 feet per turn, but for how long?
It doesn't specify.
It doesn't
for a specific
specify.
length. It only
Perpetual.
specifies if he's calling it as a neutral alone item. Like he can call it from a mile away or send it a mile away alone.
Oh fuck, yeah.
So he can
Yeah,
just
you
ride it
Perpetual
wherever.
You
flight.
can fly if you want. You can fly.
But as soon as they probably would take turn to attack. Flying along broomstick.
Yeah, I would wait until you're a little bit away from the shore. To be fair, it's hard to fly in here. Look at the trees, and you see, like, it is a canopy, including over the river itself.
I
It's
mean, I
dense
could-
jungle.
I could just stay low to the water.
I like it here.
It's glorious.
I will be back in 1 second.
Keep
Keep
it-
going. Don't worry.
It reminds me partially of home.
Yeah, except
All I have to say is the natives better keep their hands to themselves.
well, I think we'll be
Don't
fine as
worry,
long
you
as we
can
stay
teach
in the
them.
boat.
If they're anything like
But who will carry the boats?
the beast people
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
here where
you
we
and me
live,
not
they
carry at least
Hello.
one boat on our own.
they're a more curious bunch.
Hello.
Hey, Nico.
Curiosity might not be to their benefit. Especially
Don't
in
worry,
my
they're not
early
going to.
days.
They're not going to get handsy. Well, then again, you've. Ooh.
I mean, you can all see Valgoris is looking paler.
Hungry. You're looking hungry.
Like, I will be in critical by the time we get to the temple.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
When
We
we-
gotta figure you out some kind of
Don't
like
worry-
blood.
Don't worry about
like,
Goris. Well, when
mask.
we stop, I'll look for something in the woods. It'll be
Can't
fine.
we all just, I don't know, like blood bag for him or something?
We have offered this several times. He refuses to drink our blood.
What's wrong with my blood? My blood is
He's-
probably nice and
He
sweet.
doesn't want to drink the party's blood. Respect the man's wishes.
I mean, you guys don't know what happens if he hits 0.
That's true.
We also don't want to.
Or actually,
Ever
technically, it's
seen-
1/4, isn't it?
By the time we're up there, yes, I will be down to 3 more days of travel? Yeah, I'll be at
Potentially
2.
Potentially, it's going to depend. 3 to 5.
What are we doing?
I will hit 0.
No,
And
no,
if
no.
he hits 0, you guys are going to have to fight a true vampire.
May I ask?
Oh,
We're
what
in the
you're doing?
jungle. Eat something.
Balgoris, calm down. I will find you something while we are out. When we
As
stop,
you're going in,
that damn storm.
What are we
Love
doing?
break.
you're going into
Are we
the
just
jungle.
traveling?
You're going into the jungle to investigate some ruins.
Yay. Jungle ruins.
I can find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 people each day, provided that the land
I
offers
need
it.
something fresh, my
Wait,
friend.
wait.
I gotta figure out what's going on with some of these songs.
How do you have that?
I am an outlander.
Because he's a barbarian.
I love how
Background.
Rox is talking
Or
so much.
Outlander. Yeah, Outlanders
Outlander
are good at
background.
living off of the land.
Interesting.
Yeah, I could just
Nomadic,
create food and
nomadic
water to
Minotaur
myself.
barbarian really do be impressive.
So
No,
we
wait.
have two.
Just like I can
people
go
that are
to, I can go to, because I'm an acolyte, I can go to temples and get good service.
You've got 3 people with very high nature and survival stuff.
You would rather turn into a vampire and have us fight you than have us share our blood with you.
Keep it down, Lotus. Don't want the crew knowing about it. I'm not proud of what I am. But
Yeah,
yes,
Cyril
I would
walks
rather
by,
not
he's like-
eat on you.
Cyril walks by as you're having this conversation. It's like, I was brief, don't worry. Keeps walking.
You could have said something.
I didn't.
Captain.
What? And just bring it up out of nowhere? It didn't feel necessary.
This is highly necessary.
Yeah, well, now
you
it
just
is,
watch as he just pulled
as you all
held out
load into the boat and begin rowing away as you have
Let's
this
just get to
conversation.
the boats.
Yeah. You finish loading your packs and your supplies into these boats. It's a little bit compact with the scale of some of your party members, but you are easily enough able to fit in. And now,
Since I'm in the same boat as Balgoris, I will find you something. Don't worry. Do you want it alive or dead? Does it matter?
Alive, dummy.
Live would be the best. Thank
Okay.
you, Lotus.
I love being 8'4".
We-
Firing
8
blunt
foot
arrows
4,
at rabbits to
20
knock them out.
pounds.
Jungles like these are nothing to me. as I love the fact that woodlands, and we counted that
Sure,
as
there's plenty of
fucking
fox in
jungle.
there.
woodland is any woody biome, so yeah,
Exactly.
because it's way too non-specific for it to not be generic. You can't just say it's not forest; it's woodlands.
I will teach you how to move through these trees with ease, so you can keep up with me when I hunt something.
Garash has a
Because
woody for the
I'm
woodlands.
guessing that we're going to have to hunt for our own food, aren't we, Mr. Zero?
I mean, we brought enough supplies, but if you want to go hunting, I wouldn't put it past you.
I need
You can
fresh.
find some interesting stuff out there.
Garash has a woody for the woodlands.
Like I said, it's probably filled with hogs.
Some amounts. Normally, the larger predators take care of the invasive livestock.
Well, then how
When you get closer to the human areas where the trees, well, there's a variety. Tigers would probably be the most likely to be encountered, though you have the other big cats. You got larger, more dangerous beasts. I have seen some tropical owlbears, but not in a long while.
Owlbear?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
They're easy to see coming. They're very brightly colored, at least
Have you
around
ever had
here.
owlbear before?
I don't
never-
feel like fighting one of
I
those.
have fought an
God
owlbear,
forbid we run
and
to
that
one of
was
them
a
ancient
very
beasts,
trying
or oh
experience.
god, a Kyrax. That'd fuck us. But anyway,
The fuck is a Kyrax?
I can give you some small game.
let's hope you never
aka
run into one and
monkeys.
have to learn.
A bunny.
Big, toothy,
rabbit.
rosy around,
something
literally
that
rip
will
you in
keep you
half
for a
before
day.
eating you.
Noted.
I can trap-
if we fought that one now, it would kill each and every one of us in succession very quickly. They're terrifying.
I can
I'd
trap
rather
some
fucking
monkeys
fight
for you.
dinosaurs.
Again,
Yeah.
small creatures.
A
may
Kyrax
provide
is a
some
CR12
feed for a
monster I
day.
created. You don't want to fight one.
Oh god. So,
An owlbear
Let-
might suffice, though.
what?
Keep their eye out.
Tapirs would be more likely than a pig, to be fair.
What is a
Uh, the-
tapir?
It's kind of like a
It
pig.
looks like a football.
Yes, it's a smaller.
They're pretty unremarkable creatures, and disappointingly and also hilariously, their claim to fame is the enormous size of their genitals.
What? Okay.
That's literally the only interesting thing about them, and that's saying something.
A what?
Tapir.
Tapir.
Just look it
I
up,
have
guys.
no
if you
idea
if
what
you
that
want to
is.
see it.
Yeah, I know what a
It's-
tapir is. I'm just acting.
Yeah.
I'm from the mountains, damn it. I've never seen a tapir.
Of course you haven't. No. No, you've seen a snow leopard, baby.
How do you
Who
spell
else
it?
has seen
I know what the
fucking
goat is.
T-I-E-R.
Oh,
look up tapir.
that thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tapir.
Yeah, it's prehensile. Anyway. Water.
I've seen some interesting videos on these.
All right.
Which ones they have over at Bear Country? Those pigs? I
Tropical
forgot.
forests of Malaysia and the New World.
Over the course of about 15 minutes, you are able to row ashore. You had to anchor your ship relatively far offshore in terms of distance because it gets pretty shallow up in this little estuary, and there are coral reefs just offshore.
Mm-hmm.
As you make landfall on the beach, Shiro instructs you all to stay in your boats as he walks over and meets with the lizard folk. They actually immediately offer him some sort of cup, which he just throws back like a shot, and then continues having a conversation with them for a couple of minutes.
There are 5 species of tapirs, 4 of which are
That
living.
looks like fun.
Wonder what the one extinct tapir looks like. But anyway,
Continuing on.
like how we're playing, identify the animal.
They look like the ancestors of elephants.
Yeah.
They've existed for more than 30 million years on Earth.
Cool.
Yep.
That's enough information.
Yeah, peccary.
Peccary, yeah.
Nuisance
bring-
pig.
Yeah. After about 10 minutes, Ciro makes his way back and says, okay, let's get moving. And also, they told me some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Bring the
they're
boats
in
alongside.
Central, too. Peccaries
So-
are Central South America.
Apparently, something's been happening in the jungle between us and our destination. They have multiple war parties up there trying to figure it out. But, something about plants and animals attacking everybody, dark, twisted stuff. The wording they choose is very peculiar.
Not again. Oh no.
What do you mean again?
What do you
Please
mean?
tell me there's
Fucking
not
electric.
plant beasts.
Plant? Yeah, no, they were saying the plants themselves were changing.
Okay, at least it's
You've
not
seen
that
this?
evolved. One of
What
the
it-
reasons we left our home to come find a solution to our problem was because our forest started to change. Animals that were usually passive or very anti outside the woodlands left the woodlands. Things started hunting people. And
Do you know what caused it?
we don't know what caused it. That's
Well, you kind of do. You did defeat the creature, and Lotus holds something that came from it.
yes, but
Sounds peachy.
we're not fully sure, so he's not going to say he knows what caused it.
Yeah, you don't know what caused it, but you do know that the sacred oak tree that was sitting at the center of this kind of shrine and grove in the middle of the woods.
Okay,
that
this sounds a
the
little
tree
too.
itself- Yeah, it's a little upbeat for this. 1 second. Here we go.
Yes, also really fucking music.
Here, there's some. This is some World of Warcraft compilation stuff.
Needless to
Yeah.
say, the last thing that happens before our village got ransacked was the plant life essentially became sentient creatures in a
I
way.
got your rocks.
Bad.
They started attacking.
Corrupt.
That's
They were corrupt.
peculiar.
Yes,
Was it focused on something, or was it just a
It-
general?
it splurted out from around the sacred oak shrine in the center of the woodlands near our village.
What's up? I prefer Chipotle. Yeah, me too. What do you mean? Like, what happened to the tree? This is all new to me. I wasn't told any of this, so.
Shit, I don't remember.
You can read your
Don't
notes, but the tree itself became effectively a dark treant and attacked the village.
Oh,
And when
yeah,
you and
okay.
the villagers slayed it, you found a large red crystal about the size of a fist in the very heart of the tree. The tree itself had long ago been struck by lightning but survived, and there was a crack in it. And right in the middle of that crack, basically in the heart of the tree, Lotus pulled out this crystal that you went around trying to get identified. You even showed it to fucking Zill. He couldn't identify it. No one else could. So Lotus still has it with her, actually.
Yeah, the sacred tree came alive.
Oh,
It attacked the village, and ironically, we have a crystal that was essentially its heart while it was alive.
Huh.
We're
Was-
not
was-
fully sure. We asked our employer if he knew anything about it. He did not. So
that's a rarity. Zill doesn't
Yes.
know about something that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll learn anything, but can I see it?
I guess.
As you pull this crystal, where are you keeping it, by the way? Where on your person?
My rucksack, I guess.
Okay, got it. Just need to know for future reference potentially. You pull it out and you kind of hold it in front, and it is this dark crimson color. It's interesting. It doesn't really look like a ruby or any other red gemstone. It seems different, and the light inside seems to almost be being pulled into it, as if the center is much darker than it should be. And it's looked like this since you've seen it. It doesn't look any different than before. It's not cut, but faceted, like a gem that's naturally formed in this shape. Excuse you.
Thank you.
But the gem itself doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. Though you have a bad feeling if you tried to put it into another plant, it might not go well.
yeah, it's staying in the bag.
It's corrupted.
Something, certainly.
Well,
But in
this
any case-
monster hunting is something I'm well versed in.
Well, we'll see if we even go past whatever they're talking about. They went...
Let's
They
hope
went
we
exactly-
don't run into it.
If we do, we might need to do something about it. We'll have to see.
And is there anything else people want to talk about right now? Get out of the way before we move on?
Are those plants affected by fire, perchance?
It's a tree, so yes, it's all affected by the normal stuff. It just the scale of it was quite large.
Okay.
Treants are a bit hardy. Usually you'll need some
This does
type of-
not sound like trees. I'm gonna... Oh, here. Or would that be history?
Yeah. What are you asking specifically?
How... Does this sound like trees, or does this sound something even more peculiar?
Like, is this something you're familiar with?
QS might have read about it. QS might have read about it, but...
Sure, absolutely. Make a history check. Does your proficiency in history, like...
I
No,
didn't...
actually, no, because you didn't take the level 6 ability. You don't have advantage on all history yet.
Not yet.
With 12. You've heard of certainly maladies, blights, and such affecting different woodlands. Generally, they're caused by external magic. For example, different powerful liches and other dark druids have certainly caused, mutations and things to generally change and shift and become much more inhospitable to life over time. But what Ghost is it's not Ghost, sorry, Garish is describing. He chose a name that starts with a G, so my brain separates.
Uh-huh.
Is definitely unlike anything you recall reading about or hearing about elsewhere. It seems to be different. Because in all those cases you do remember, it was centered around a person, not an object. Or natural magics.
So whether you share that or not, I don't know. Anyway, are we moving?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes you start to row your way upriver. What starts out as a fairly broad river, maybe 80 feet across, gradually narrows over the course of the day. You manage to get about 3 or 4 hours up. By now, the river's only about 50 feet across and relatively shallow. Occasionally, you have to stand up and push aggressively with the oars to bring yourself back into the channel. Though, in general, it seems to be fairly easy to get around. The jungle around you is thick and full of all manner of wildlife. You hear noises constantly. Never is there a quiet second in the jungle. Thankfully, in the heat of the midday, and with a bit of sun peeking in through the canopy overhead, the bugs aren't horrific yet, but you don't know how long that will take. About 4 hours into your journey, you realize you're coming up upon something different. There's a what looks to be an intentionally created bridge, fairly basic in its construction. A couple of logs that have been knocked over while on top of a raised embankment, giving there plenty of room for you to pass underneath, and some boards strewn between them. Crudely put together, but certainly functional. Standing about it, you see a group of lizard folk, maybe a dozen or more, most of them wearing their more traditional garb, or naked in general, though that doesn't say much about lizard folk. You don't see much. The,
What, you got something against cloacas?
No, there's just not much visible, I'm saying. So, telling a male and a female lizard folk apart is difficult except for color, like ornamentation and size. Females are larger.
Wow, you gotta use color to tell people apart? Jeez, Exile.
Oh my lord!
As the golden dragonborn. Gaudy ass motherfucker.
God, you have to use color to tell people's breath attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez. Fuck.
Yeah, the lizard folk here are very much tropical lizard colored. Some of them are.
Did you assume my breath attack?
You just
Oh,
assumed my breath attack. Yeah, but as you come upon this grouping, you soon realize that these people, they take note of you immediately, and while some raise their spears or ready their bows, you see some others immediately signal them to put things down. Seemingly, the word of your passage has spread to this group as well, and they're not going to cause an issue. You do see that several of them are, in fact, all of them appear wounded in different ways. Most of them don't seem to be too severely wounded, a couple streaks of blood here and there that they don't seem to be paying much heed to. Others are being tended to by different members of the group as they lie on the ground. It's hard to see from here what exactly the damage is, but...
Okay, I was just about to ask, is there a way... Can I see what kind of damage it is? Is it
it's hard to tell, but as you get close to this and almost move to stop, one of them kind of comes down to the shore and begins speaking in a very heavily accented Draconic that I'm not going to do a racist accent for this, so I'm going to speak relatively normally. But imagine it's hard to understand. And
Remember, Draconic accent's Asian.
No. It's not Asian. It's Eastern European. But these guys speak like Caribs, and I'm not doing that.
Like what?
The Carib. Yeah, the people the Caribbean's named after?
God.
We'll say
Exile
no,
doing a Caribbean voice? Oh, God.
Exactly. That's why I'm not.
Oh, God, that'd be so
Who are you
fucking funny.
saying?
Also,
Hey,
if I
what to
can,
say, man? You
Also, I have
trying
They're
to
not
think about the
Jamaican.
accents
They're
that
not
you do not
Jamaican.
know what to say.
Yeah. But one of them waves you over and says, I'm not going to do anything. Are any of you healers? I don't think they're going to make it.
What happened?
I'll tell you, just come help.
Sure.
We
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, are you just beaching the boats and going on?
should.
I'm absolutely willing to if they're...
We should help these people. It's good to be on their good terms. Plus, I've got medicine in this bag. That's actually most of what I gave to the other group.
Ah, understood.
Because I had to
I
show
don't mind
Exile
giving
that we
my
didn't
hand.
have fucking ownership because for some reason it told him we did when we didn't.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, no, that was a mistake.
Yeah, we go ashore.
Yeah, well, definitely. If it means helping them, let's go.
Yeah. Going over, you see that the majority of the lizard folk are, again, like many of them have been cut up or stabbed, it almost looks like. It's kind of hard to tell. A lot of narrow wounds that seem to have pretty deep tracks, though most of them seem to be healing up fine. There's a couple that have been pretty seriously mauled. Rocks, you're led over to one of the worst off patients, who is appears to be a male lizard folk. Age is not something you're able to tell, but they seem, young adult, maybe just full adult. And they're covered in wounds from head to toe. Somewhere in the neck, there's one across the face that has almost gouged an eye out, but staying right below the socket. There's a large number of wounds to the abdomen, and some of these are beginning to stink and fester, with infection already beginning to brew in this hot and humid and horrid jungle.
What?
We're helping
They're
lizard folk
unconscious,
pay attention.
unable to really do much besides breathe at this point, as the others look to you for any sort of assistance you might be able to provide.
You said he has like festering wounds. Would you consider that like a kind of disease?
This would be more of a true damage healing situation.
Okay, then, because I should
I can get rid of disease.
Yeah, because I have cure wounds, so I could just use cure wounds. It's simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just need 5 points and I can cure disease.
And since he sounds like he's in a real rough spot, I'll cast it at 2nd level.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Roll some healing. 12 points of healing is pretty solid. You see, as the others kind of gather around you, you put your hands on the patient and watch, and how about you describe it?
Sure. I rest my hands over the injuries and wounds as I speak some soft orcish words, and light glows from the palms of my hands, and you see, as it seems like while the infestation isn't fully clearing up, it's definitely kind of healing back and reversing the sickness and kind of mending some of the wound. It's not perfect, but it's definitely putting some work in it.
This person has definitely taken more than 12 points of damage, but you see the worst of the wounds are stitching themselves together. And while they've definitely still lost a lot of blood and have some issues, they are beginning to breathe much more regularly, much more evenly, as their body recovers a significant amount from this. There are several others like this. I presume you don't need to roll for these, but I presume you're going about helping to treat them. Is anyone else assisting in this?
Yeah, I'll roll a medicine to help out.
Yeah, everyone with healing. You're doing lay on hands, I presume, Belgoris.
I can do healing.
Yeah, I can just do lay on hands. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, and as you go about helping this, you start to get little snippets.
Any that have like actual signs of disease or infection, I'll burn like a 5 for them.
Absolutely. Is anyone trying to look at what are you guys trying to do here? Besides,
I am going to be looking at the types of wounds that they've gotten, and also asking, like, was this an animal that did
Can
this?
you speak
was
Draconic?
I cannot.
Then you are not asking.
Damn it!
I can translate for you.
Perfect.
Please.
Okay.
I'll roll a
translate.
medicine check to look at the wounds.
Absolutely.
And ask
Garrus,
them about their
hang on.
maladies.
Since Garrus said it first, Garrus, you can do it, and Balgoris can either do it as well or give you advantage, because he did say he'd do it first.
The medicine
I'm
check?
proficient in medicine.
Yeah, I will help him.
Very well. Balgoris, please roll medicine with advantage. Yep. Yeah, it's with an 18. Absolutely. It's peculiar. When you first saw the wounds, you could have sworn they were like tooth marks. All these jagged puncture wounds. However, the patterns don't seem to make sense. Animals have a jaw, usually. These are kind of all over the place, but as you begin working on them especially, you notice they're all in lines, as if a series of spikes in the same line had actually stabbed into this person. The other thing you notice is they're not oblong. They're not asymmetrical like teeth are. They're all symmetrical, more like thorns.
Is this a plant?
And, let me ask him.
Yeah.
While you ask that question, I also
Either
have a
young
question.
blood.
Well, hang
How
on a
do you
second.
get
What
these
was
wounds?
Rox? What was your question? I'm sorry.
Would you say the area of injured people is like a 30-foot circle?
There, yeah, I'd say everything pretty much fits in there. If you want to cast Prayer of Healing, I know what you're about.
Beacon of Hope. So everyone who does any type of healing would do max healing.
That is fantastic. You want to say you did that at the beginning, I presume?
Yeah, if it's okay to retcon that.
Absolutely.
Roxby just starts glowing.
Yeah, Roxby's just
Oh.
glowing. They're looking at you a little confused, but very grateful. Like, lizard folk are very practical people. Emotion does not run deep. You're seeing the full breadth of lizard folk emotion here, and it is joy and relief.
Yeah.
They definitely seem visibly appreciative. And Ciro's definitely playing his part too. He's working with an herbalism kit in the corner on some of the lesser wounded. He's brought out a large number of different medicinal herbs and is passing them out to those of the lizard folk who also have some skills.
And I'll speak aloud in common for if they do understand a little. Bring your injured.
Careful.
Regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. Okay.
Guarding it.
Yeah, so they're all
So like that
very
just
effective.
I was just gonna say that like maxes
So that
out a lot of
first guy
shit.
was healed completely and just like wakes up.
Yeah, I was
with
just gonna say a
27
level
points of
2 kid.
healing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that dude's like
27
I'm
points of
alive.
healing. He wakes up gasping,
name is
looking very
Lazarus.
confused.
he's only missing 5 hit points now. It's like what?
He looks around confused, especially like there's an orc in front of me, but everyone else is calm and reassures him, so he settles down. But
Yeah.
in terms
Be
of
not
what-
afraid, son.
getting
There's
back to
a
Valgora's
glowing orc in
conversation,
front of him.
what I want to get back to this real quick. Apologies,
Sorry.
but Valgoris, what was your question specifically? Like, what are you asking them? Are you just asking for them to describe?
Yeah, I'm speaking to Measure Conic.
How do you? No. What wounded you?
Mostly the thorns. The plants were different. They came at us, swinging. Some of them walked and shot spines. Others were easier to destroy. Break them apart.
I don't know why I'm going a little Eastern European, but fuck it.
He's trying to max the accent.
I'm having
More
fun.
corruption.
Okay. It is darker there. Much colder. Too cold.
The dog is upset.
Lady
Yes.
Scratch, just keep watch.
What? What?
You don't
He's
see
like
them
looking
coming.
at me doing that, like,
They come from the grounds, the trees, the vines. Random. Looks like a normal tree, suddenly it's swinging at you. The
Ask
animals
him
know-
if there's an epicenter.
Do you have a? Have you noticed a increase in activity in any location?
North of here, past the end of the river, seems to be the worst. But it gets worse the further north you go.
Zero.
We were sent to
Sorry
scouts.
to interrupt you, my friend. Zero. Is that our location of this temple that we are supposed to investigate?
It's in the same direction. Don't know if it's the same location. Not getting enough specifics yet.
Continue your tale. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Listen, you are doing more than enough. They are. We were sent to find the center, where it came from. We did not make it there. We had to come back. There are 14 left now. We had 18 when we left.
Alright, I gotta transfer to my phone.
Bones. The ground is covered in bones.
Bones of your people or bones of the wildlife?
Mostly the wildlife. Some
Well,
humans, maybe. Scouts more like them than us.
are humans
snake
native
people.
here? Is there another tribe of some kind?
They're the snake people.
Ah, I believe they are
Some
called
of them have
Yanti.
We do not call them this name. Our name for them is not said in pleasant company.
From what I've heard of them, they are monsters and they deserve every single insult you can inflict upon them.
We have had treaties with them. They are good to their word. But not nice.
We have a saying where I am from. You may treat a snake with kindness, but a snake will always strike with its fangs.
I like that saying. But I will say this: they are up there. One of their tribes lives near the area. I doubt they're still alive unless this is their magic, which it could be. It's not too far outside of what they are capable of. We have seen. But the shadows.
Shadows?
They did not attack us, except in the dark. They reach for you. Try and pull you away. I do not know what those were.
Are they adverse to light?
We did not see them around our fires. We stepped close to them after the first was lost.
I've dealt with creatures of shadow before. I recommend traveling by torchlight, even in this somewhat
Lands
lit.
here. We have made it out of the worst. It is still safe here. The distance
I
up.
would take care.
You have done
Nonetheless,
more than enough to help us. Thank you.
Fuck, I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
yes. I as we heal everybody up, I gather everybody around and share the information.
The parts of it sound similar to what we experienced, but parts of it are different. We didn't deal with any shadows. That is new. But might. No.
The only creatures I know that usually hunt in shadow would be. I'm not sure about the proper terminology, but if I remember right, it's like dark lands or something of similar nature.
You said he mentioned humans, possibly.
Ah, yes, that would probably just be the Yanti. The analogs in the monastery have a couple of it. They come in multiple forms, depending on how far their affliction is for their worshipping of their evil god.
Okay.
Some of them look more serpentine. Some of them could blend in perfectly with normal society. Some of them have multiple heads, oddly similar to a hydra. None of them are to be trusted.
Some of them
They
are
do
more
not
snakes with arms, some of them have snake heads. They are a varied bunch. But I wouldn't be so quick to call them hostile. They are very principled people, but not necessarily aggressive, usually.
The ones my order have dealt with have all been monsters, and have been put down like the monsters they are.
The south in Arakesh does get warm, but this was the heart of their civilization back in the First Era. You have not seen the temples, the cities I've seen. Used to be millions of them in these islands. They were as advanced as anywhere else in the world.
I
They've
find it
fallen from
hard to
glory.
believe such creatures who glorify the suffering of others could build a civilization.
Well, you'll see in time. Though these ruins are potentially Yuan-Ti, they're going to be smaller. Especially if they're built on something even older. We'll have to see what's going on there.
But one thing I do recommend is the further north we go up this river, we should probably be traveling by torchlight. It seems that whatever affliction is plaguing these lands is using the shadows against the living.
We'll also have to clear an area a lot wider than what you normally would for a campsite if we're going to camp on the banks.
But we're not going to camp
This
in the
I
boats.
agree.
I think we can stretch out in
At
here.
least 2-man watch.
I'm sitting in the Minotaur's lap.
I recommend at least a 2-man watch.
I can help rotate in most of the time.
We'll worry about that when night falls. Currently, I will say, you've only been traveling for about 4 hours. It's about 3 in the afternoon. You were fed a very nice and very hearty meal before you left the ship. Roby cooked up a bunch of food for you guys, so you were, well fed.
How do I access the calendar and all that again?
Calendar, if you look on the left-hand side, it's the icon that says journal notes. It's underneath the music one. If you can, you probably can't see that one. It's above the dice stats. And then if you click SC, that shows up, simple calendar. It's currently the 18th.
I'm more looking. I was gonna say, do you have
time?
Do you have the thing that shows when nightfall is?
I don't think I set that up. I don't think there's an option for that. No, I know the moon phases. I don't know nightfall. Nightfall, however, I will say this. You're in late summer. Nightfall is probably around somewhere between 7:30 and 8 p.m., but you're in the jungle, so it's going to get dark much sooner because as the sun gets lower, trees. The jungle in general is very dangerous at night.
Before we leave, Torin, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm asking Torin, how do you stay safe travels to these kind draconic folk?
Just say safe travels, and you
they do understand
in the accent.
No, they do not.
I'm a dragonborn. Of course, I know how to speak draconic.
Well, you can just say it for me then. You're not gonna tell me the word, you meanie.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on 1 second. Whoa, it's not set up as languages in the screen. What the fuck?
Below the dice roll, you can click languages.
It's not popping down.
I see it.
That's weird.
Why is Discord such dog shit on the phone?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't have it listed as a language I can speak for some reason.
That's weird.
Oh, it might be because I'm still having the ship selected. That's probably why.
Select your own character. Click on your character sheet.
Character. A certain quirky was doing the same thing.
No, I still have the ship selected. How do I select my character?
Go to the characters and click on your character.
Here.
Nothing control.
1 second.
I'll move to the next map. There, you can see your characters.
There we go. I got it.
Why do I have the bad feeling? Because you're moving us to the next map.
Yeah, another thing's happening before this. I'm literally doing this for set dressing.
Oh, damn it.
Oh. Did it pop up in Draconic? There you go.
Yes, it did. Well,
it popped up as common. Okay. Oh, shit.
Wait, why is it showing up in that? Oh, the language thing might have broken.
Okay. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah. Safe travels.
No. I'll have to figure out what's wrong with Polyglot. I'm betting it was from the upgrade downgrade. It broke some shit.
Skibbity toilet.
I might have to just reinstall some things.
It's fine. But, yes.
Fucking hard.
No, you have to, draw out the trace. Just draw it out. It's like there you go.
Did that show up as something else for you?
Nope.
Negative.
Why are you playing you? Oh my god.
What?
No, I'm D&D right now, Sadie.
He's on his phone.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. I don't even know if I'll be able to fix it, to be fair, which is annoying. I might be able to uninstall and reinstall it. So what had happened was I remember I upgraded everything and then I had to downgrade it because it broke everything.
Yeah, I do remember that day.
Some stuff's still broken. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to work
it's
on
fine.
this coming week. Yep, I didn't realize that was broken. I assumed it was still fine.
You can just RP it. Yep, there you go. Safe travels. Chronic.
Yep. Anyway, you say, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me get heading. Yeah. You're able to make another couple hours of progress, probably another 2 or 3 before you're, or we'll say 2, just for the sake of not reaching into evening. Let me just. If you look, I have a clock running, but
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. But before long, and it's not on this map because this is an off-map encounter. Theater of the Mind. You come across an area where the river is narrowed rather significantly. It's only about 10 feet across, and while the center's plenty deep for you to move, as there's a lot of water being forced through, a large tree is falling across the path, with less than a foot of space between the water surface and the underside of the tree. And unfortunately, blocking your progress for the moment.
Oh,
would
and to pronounce it, it would be Calatori Insigranta.
Did you go to the Draconic
That's actually in
translator?
Safe Travels and Romanian.
Romanian, sure, there you go.
I'll clear it. She ask you as fucking get ready to cast a fireball.
No, wait.
Hang on, we're pretty close to that.
We could also just stop here for the night and use that as firewood.
If we all unload everything... No, the boats are gonna be why did I get southern? Unload everything. Yeah, no.
Oh dear.
Oh, Madame Tully's making her appearance.
Very
no.
well, huh? We're probably gonna need to cut... No. Wrong part of the country. New England. There we go. Alright. We're gonna need to cut our way through this. Or we unload everything and carry the boats over. That's the alternative. I don't know which plan you prefer. Or blow it up. I don't know if we don't have the powder for that.
I don't think we blow it up. We don't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Mostly it's to scare it off. But yeah.
How big is the log? Look.
It's a fairly large
Actually,
tree. It's probably about 5 feet in diameter.
Mr. Zero, after what they described, it would draw explosions. Anything out of norm will draw. It is not a good time.
And
He watches Malgors just lifts his hand up. If you could assist me, Lady Scratch.
Oh, cast levitate?
My thoughts exactly.
What are the limits on levitate? Because this is a 100-foot tall,
5
5-foot diameter tree.
Well, that's
damn.
Well, I think it's only a medium creature.
Let's see how to move.
Maintain grip to the tree. Jesus fuck, Tristan.
You can levitate yourself.
Blowing out my fucking bones.
What if they both cast?
Up to 500 pounds.
This tree is significantly heavier than
yeah.
500 pounds.
What if two of us are casting it on it?
1,000 pounds is still well below what this tree can lift. It's
Okay,
not
then never mind.
Warlord, you have to think 100-foot tree is like thousands of pounds.
Oh damn, I can't. There it goes. Right click.
Considering a foot section of this 5-foot diameter log is probably 500 pounds.
Yeah.
I know I'm fucking.
Well, what if we cut it and then just move the section out the way that we need to move?
I mean, do you have saws? It would be some effort to cut through. I think
If you look at Roxy.
How heavy are the boats? We can just lift the boats and send them back down
the
the
boat's
water.
pretty heavy, but I think this is probably a better play if we get on the shore here.
Yeah.
This is literally a time delay. I'm just seeing how you guys want to solve this.
Oh, yeah.
We can.
Yeah, we'll lift the boats.
It'll be quicker to take the boats to shore.
Yeah. As you go to do this, nothing happens. It's you're able to. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Timing is careful. Also, you guys like my map?
An 80
Mhm.
It is nice.
tree,
I do see a few,
20,000
there's a
pounds.
fellow that's fucking, just sneaky flower.
Sneaky flower?
Sneaky.
Sneaky? No, I don't have any specific corpse flowers here at the moment. That back.
That's a fucking heavy ass tree.
It depends on the tree too.
Yeah.
Hardwood or not.
Well, these are jungle trees, so all of them are going to be hardwood.
No, not necessarily.
Some of them, like cypress, is not. Cypress is a hardwood, but it's not a hardwood. But this isn't cypress.
Also, palmwood is also not. Is classified as a fir, not a wood.
Yeah, well, palms.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. It's a teak tree, okay?
There we go.
Okay.
Cool. Yep, we've made it
Anyways,
past the trees.
continuing on.
Yeah.
It's
We walk.
pretty, I can still look that up.
Yeah, you bring the boats around, and you're able to continue for another 20 minutes or so without any serious issue. By now, however, as the day is beginning to draw to a close, you've been rowing since 11 a.m. It's currently 6:30. It's getting tiring. It's been a long, busy day at sea, and it's about time you.
Let's see if it's actually been tiring, huh?
Do you want to roll a fucking
Constitution or something?
Yeah, it's tiring.
It's
Oh,
fucking
God, it's
exhausting.
tiring.
To clarify, you guys are the river is relatively slow, but you are rowing upstream this whole way.
Oh,
I just did a Constitution saving throw.
You've gone about like 7 miles upstream.
oh God.
Yeah, we need to stop for camp here soon.
Yes, I agree.
We should probably go hunting for.
Can I roll a survival to like?
Yeah.
For like finding a good spot, kind of
Absolutely.
thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what survival's for. You
Just
kind of pull
normal?
outside. Yeah. Over here, the river's actually kind of looped back on itself, and it's more going east to west now, and the area seems to be fairly rocky. You've come through a bit of a rockier area, and it actually is a little bit hard to find a place, but bringing yourself up onto the banks, you manage to walk for a short distance before finding a nice clearing that is, still very much in the jungle, but set back enough that you can set up a campfire and bring everyone's bedrolls together here.
This'll work.
You're going to want the fire tonight as you feel as the sun dips lower. It's getting colder. A bit colder than you'd normally expect from being around here. You've traveled some 360 miles almost due north from the city of Gurdon, but that shouldn't be far enough for it to be more of a temperate late summer here.
We should get that fire built soon. This isn't right.
Sure.
It's too cold. Something's.
I'm sure this is a safe place to be.
We don't have much choice.
Turn it out.
The temple we want to get to is further north. We have to keep going, but we need to stop for the night.
I agree. You recall Ciro at one point was helping row, though he was only doing one oar with another person because he is small. It's a lot of people to row upstream with a 3-foot tall kobold.
What's the
And
what would I
8'4" Minotaur.
He's actually, hang on, how tall is Ciro again? He's actually taller than that. He's 3'10". Yeah, he's 4 feet tall almost. Yeah, and the Minotaur.
Okay.
About.
What's the nearest tree and how tall is it?
The nearest tree is.
Have you not learned your lesson about
15 feet
trees?
away and is relatively
Quiet.
short. Over here, there's a lot of cliff faces and rocks, and the trees are actually shorter here. It's almost more of a tropical scrubland rather than jungle, as you feel that you've crossed uphill a bit.
What's the highest point then?
The highest point is probably 20 feet above the water in this particular area, unless you want to try climbing the cliffs on the opposite bank. Which would be tricky.
I was gonna say,
I could climb that if you want me to.
or use the broom and try and get up high. Look around.
Okay.
See if
Absolutely.
there's signs of anything.
Make me a perception or a survival check. Probably, actually, if you're looking for general things, not just a campsite, that'd be perception.
No. This would be like look for signs of
Exactly.
animals
people.
and stuff.
And then it would be survival.
Creatures.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
technically, you can ride the broom. It just won't move very quickly, Garish.
That's what nature checks are for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it nature. It's smaller.
Yeah, I guess I'll
Survival
ride
also
the broom.
does animal checks. Nature is like nature of nature. It's odd. But yeah, we'll say nature or survival is viable here.
Nature also includes environment.
I got
I
you.
am.
Would I get advantage because of the favored or no? For
Yes,
nature.
I would say you probably would in this context specifically.
Okay.
If you're a ranger, don't rangers get people advantage on nature? Yeah.
Not in general, but this one he would get contextual advantage. It's in his favorite terrain, looking for animal stuff.
Oh, it's in favorite terrain. Okay.
Because you're lucky, it was almost 2 4s.
Yeah, I know.
19. Yeah, you can see game trails almost everywhere. It's clear that animals pass through this area relatively often, and up ahead of where you've parked your boats a little bit, there seems to be a bit of a natural ford.
you're probably gonna have to walk your own boats over it. So there's quite a lot of game trails converging. However, the area you had already kind of signaled out as suitable for camping is a little set up on a bit of a rise and seems to be less trafficked in general.
Okay. So it's a safer place. That was the main thing.
Yeah, it's
I
still
don't
only like what is it? Probably about 40 feet from the river itself, but
with the way they described the animals and the plant life, I am trying to keep us as far as within our own convenience, as far away from traveled routes of animals, because we don't know whatever is cursing this land is doing to them.
Sorry,
I don't particularly want to find out if we can help it.
very well.
Because while yes, I have advantages here, it's not great. I can only share so much advantage with the party.
You can Scratch. What are you talking about here with a 15 by 15 foot?
Go up the river, that has the felled tree in the set, and the river, and there's a -5 and a fucking 15 by 15 square.
Oh, yeah, up here.
Huh?
How do I ping?
Yeah, don't touch that.
Yep. That's leave it alone. It's not there.
Nothing's there.
That's why I was just.
Remember, you're not supposed to be in this map. I'm doing this for thematic purposes.
I know.
We've
Leave it alone.
hard the Elven song where there's a woman speaking.
Hmm.
Anyway.
But
it's just for thematic purposes.
For this purpose, I would like to ask who is keeping watch. We will need a total of 3 watches for tonight, each being about 2 hours in length. Because
I'll take Darkest Watch.
I keep watch.
I'll take watch.
Okay, so I need 6 people in total. Ciro is happy to take a slot if you'd prefer him to.
I'll take second spot on third watch.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
was gonna say Garage is going to take the middle of the night watch.
Second watch is the darkest watch.
Yeah.
I will be on second
Take
watch.
a dark watch too.
I
Or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
don't
prefer
really
to not
care
be in
who.
the dark.
Yeah, I don't care who's at night with me, but just know that
I'll take fifth watch.
Lotus, are you
it
taking
could
a
turn
watch?
dangerous.
I can.
Okay, which watch do you want?
Okay, who's got dark vision?
All of
Most of
us.
the party.
Lotus has got dark vision and decent perception.
He said
Yes.
she's taking first watch.
First watch, got it.
Who else is taking first watch?
Is that what's just left at this point?
Well, first and third.
Alright, I'll take
Yeah,
third.
we got one spot open on both.
Yeah.
I'll take third.
Okay, so first watch is. I'm sorry, I need to write this down. I wasn't doing that.
First watch so far is only Lotus. We need a second person.
I will.
Okay.
Lotus
so
and Turbius.
Yep.
Second watch is
Garage
Gareth.
and Balgoris.
Roxby and Torin on third.
Gotcha.
The old tank crew.
Yeah. All right.
Works fine.
As you make camp. Let me just double this. Okay. Here. We'll actually bring you to your campsite.
Hey, you actually made one. I was wondering.
I didn't make this map, I found it, but yes, I did make a campsite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take.
It helps. It helps having an actual campsite if you're going to do rolls for it.
Also, by the way, because
That way you don't have
the
to
grid is
burn your
really
maps.
friendly on this map, it is a gridless combat. If we get to that,
Yeah.
I won't tell you what's going to happen. Obviously,
Well, no, it's encounter
you're off
rules.
grid right now, but it will be measured. So, but yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. You want to try it out for 30 minutes, then I can get back to the computer.
I mean, there's a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
1 second.
Like I get a lot more reckless after I ditch my passenger.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
we do need to go hunting for you, Balgor.
You know what I
mean.
I agree. I could try fishing.
I
There's some
saw
pretty
some
good fish in the
I
water
saw
today.
some animal trails. I can set up a trap or two if you want.
It would
Did I
be
take
I can't guarantee
Did I take-
anything big.
Did I take my Tinker's tools shit yet, Exo?
You should still have it. I don't know why you've gotten rid of it.
No. I mean, like, that's what I took, right? Because I don't have my character sheet available right now.
I think you took carpenters.
Artisan tools. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, carpenters are your artisan tools.
I have tinkers.
Yep. And Bulgoris, I think you have wood carvers.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, that's
how I
why
made my
you're
boat
able to make a
whistle.
whistle. Exactly. I thought it was Garish who had that, and I mixed you two up. No. But anyway.
Tinkers.
Lotus.
Lord.
All right, well, so first of all, is there a hunting party?
I would love to be part of the hunting party.
You have about an hour and a half to 2 hours of dusk, and there's a lot of activity of animals going around. So,
yes,
I would love to join.
Yeah.
Forster should be on our
in
hunting
fact,
party.
I'm actually just going to set
Considering-
it to show some light here.
Honestly,
Considering what could happen with Balgoris, yes, there needs to be a hunting party.
I would say honestly, Forster and Lotus should be our hunting party because they probably have the highest natures, and probably Turbius as well if he's got the Outlander stuff.
It'll be difficult to take anything alive.
That's what javelins are for.
I have a few, but again, it'll be difficult to take anything alive.
The bigger the better.
Even if it's dead?
The bigger the better.
Okay.
More blood.
I do have a hunting trap.
You have a hunting trap?
Yeah.
Huh, you just have that? Okay, sure.
All right.
I mean, Torn's got a fucking battering ram, so why not?
It's in my backpack. I
Curious,
don't know
joins
how
the
I
law.
got it, but I have it.
I
pulls out a bear trap and starts dangling in front of everybody.
Just
like,
joins
I've had
along
this-
just so that they have some medical support as things go right.
Cool.
They said I was crazy for carrying a bear trap. Who's crazy now?
You straight up do have a hunting trap. It's 25 pounds.
It's probably a bear trap, or a man trap almost.
Okay. Are you setting up the trap somewhere, I presume?
Yes.
Okay, so make me a... I have to decide this, actually. I would say, since this would be survival because it's hunting, because survival specifically covers hunting and tracking game. So, would you make a survival check for me to select your trap placement?
Okay.
And then Garish and Lotus, if you are the hunting party, I would also like survival checks from both of you to see how well your hunting goes. You find a nice spot, and you're pretty good with its placement. You certainly know you'll remember it in the morning. It's not very far from the fire.
Nope, first one, baby. There you go. Survival. Nope, survival. It's at the bottom. That. Yep, bottom of that one. Nope, too far. There you go.
See it.
Go back down. Bottom of that
Oh,
list.
this. Okay.
Survival. Yep. Normal. There you go.
Now, if they could do one thing for character sheets, if you categorize what is everything for checks in like their same fucking areas, because looking through that whole list is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Elves would never fail at hunting. I call bullshit.
Quirky Scratch, what are you hiding?
You're
you are
fake.
very hidden.
I'm following them along just to make sure that they don't.
That's another good point, actually. Garish, Lotus, could you please make stealth checks as well to see how stealthy you are on your hunt?
Okay, so
Do I also need to?
that one I was.
Yeah, you as well. Well, no, actually,
Stealthy
are you
Minotaur.
just setting a trap or are you going hunting?
I'm also going hunting.
Okay, are you going with the party or somewhere else?
Dice in these games.
Sure.
No, they always fuck me. They're bullshit.
I guess me, Roxby.
That was a not a valid answer to that question, my friend.
Yes or a no?
On second thought, I'll go by myself, I guess.
Okay, so please make a survival and a stealth check for you. So Lotus,
go out.
I don't know, Lotus, you're having just an interesting day, and you start just humming a tune to yourself as you go kind of trotting along through the forest. It feels good to be back out in the wilds. You've been crammed up in a city or on a boat for so long, or in a prison cell for that matter. Getting some time out in the wilderness just makes you feel good, being amongst nature again. Sure as hell making a scene of it as you do it, though. Meanwhile, Garish and Turbius are very carefully stealthing their way along.
No. Turbius is not stealthy. Reverse those.
Turbius is. You also hear stomping in the distance. Anyway.
QS is really alongside Garish. Garish doesn't even
No
know.
one knows QS is even there. It's beyond all of your passive perceptions. No one knows you're there.
Where's my grow plant shit?
Druidcraft. Cantrip. Before long, though, you do stumble upon a small patch of rather clear water. And there is a creature standing there at the shore. A large and rotund-looking beast. Leathery gray skin.
With
large
feathers.
Tusks. Some kind of mammal. Make a nature check. See if you can identify what this thing is.
Here comes the unlucky roll. Or not.
Ooh.
Decent.
You've never seen anything like this, but you've heard of these creatures, and they're not common in jungles, but are found there. It's a hippo. A hippopotamus.
Oh no!
No!
I rolled a d20 and then selected a random thing from Jungle Animal List.
A horse. I would be very well fed off that one if you could bring it back.
It just had to be the cocaine hippo, didn't it? Fuck.
South American cocaine hippos.
El Chapo's hippo.
Damn PETA telling us we can't kill them off even though they're fucking invasive.
Yeah, I mean, it is completely unaware of your presence right now, Garish. It is unnerved by what it hears as something else walking not too far away, making more noise as Lotus goes and plays with flowers. Or what are you doing, Lotus? Because you're not clear. Between your two roles, it's clear you're not focused on the hunting. What has Lotus found to amuse herself?
Bullshit.
She is none too happy.
Lotus is collecting
She's
bugs.
hunting a good time.
I am fucking climbing a tree, I guess. Fuck it.
Sorry. As you go up there, though, Lotus, you hear a small, almost yelping sound. Like a wounded creature of some kind. Heavy breathing, though small. Quick. You don't see it what it is, but you hear something up in this tree with you.
Okay. Can I look for it?
Absolutely. It doesn't take too long to find. It's just you don't need to roll for this. This is an easy one. As you begin looking around the tree, you climb up another branch and find nestled in the crook of it what looks to be some sort of cat. Stripes. It's an orangish color, relatively large for a cat in general, though not too big.
Orange cat.
Stripes of black spots running from its head down its length. You're not familiar with this type of creature.
She did not just find what I think she found.
Not a K-Whippins.
It has a large wound along its left side. It's lying on its right. Almost cutting down to the bone. Something has either beaten it or slashed it, as it looks potentially near death, laying up here.
Can I heal it?
You can. You want to cast something on it?
Yeah, can I cast Healing Word?
You absolutely can. As the spell goes into it, this is a very small creature. I'm not going to make you roll. It's a very small creature. With class is small, not tiny though. And the power of your spell is more that. No, it's an adult.
Oh.
You guys are thinking it's scary. It's really not.
I'm thinking it's an ocelot.
It is an ocelot.
I was saying like
I love ocelots.
I was like small cat. Originally, I was thinking like baby tiger or something. I'm like,
no.
My original thought was a skunk.
We'll say you're over there, Lotus. The tree.
Orange with black.
I was gonna say Serval, but they're not part of this. They wouldn't be in this domain, so it's
No,
not.
they're Savannah.
Servals are so pretty.
Yeah. The creature immediately kind of bolts awake and looks at you with a very quizzical eye. But it doesn't leave. It actually goes closer to you and like sniffs you closely.
Did I eat it?
You did. And it just kind of sits down in front of you and looks at you. These big, wide eyes.
Can I pet
Artie's got a wild cat now.
You reach out to pet it, and it recoils a little bit, but settles down very quickly, seemingly just comfortable in your presence.
I'm gonna scratch its ears.
Yeah,
You
it
can
seems
also
to
talk to
respond
it.
positively, tilting its head. Yeah, do you speak with animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do like speak with animals.
I mean, if you want to draw this interaction out for 10 more minutes, I'll be home. So this is
Be the Disney princess we know you are.
What makes you think this wasn't actually
For
planned?
that.
Yeah, is it? It looks at you quizzically. You cast speak with animals?
Yeah, I guess I asked it what happened, or how did it get hurt?
Mean bird.
What kind of bird? Big or little?
Come on, people, limit, please.
Tried to eat me. Got away. Hurt.
All better now?
Yeah. You made it better.
Yay!
Imagine her in a tree just talking to a fucking ocelot.
What?
The sad part is I could see her do it.
I would fucking
Yeah.
do that. Fuck you.
Yeah, I know you would.
I grew up in the woods around animals. I would
It
fucking
just,
do that.
the ocelot just kind of cuddles
Well-
up against you as it kind of lays out. It's like tired.
Oh god, she's got a pet. Now we can't let it die.
Do you want to come with me?
Where are you going?
I don't know. We're searching for something.
Oh yeah, Africa Wildcats work. Maybe I can find it. I'm good at hunting.
Okay. Do you want to go with us?
Oh no, we have a pet.
Achievement
Good night.
unlocked. Jungle cat.
The worst part is none of us know that she has this right now.
What's even funnier is I can turn into a cat too.
Yeah,
Then we
I
can
forgot
have-
about that.
Don't
we
you
can go into
dare!
dumbass. We can go into dumbass mode together on the boat.
Yeah.
No.
This does appear to be a female ocelot.
We are
Just to
now
clarify.
playing Minecraft.
Okay.
Female
Dumbass go
ocelot,
together.
and though you're not familiar with it, what you know about other felines, you guess this is a young adult, not quite full grown, but almost.
Oh god, we're gonna have to deal with cat and heat.
It kind of climbs all over you. Ooh, it definitely nuzzles you a lot. It just seems to be friendly, very happy to meet you.
Okay. Well, mine now.
Question,
Man.
question for the DM, because I don't remember who we gave it to. Sending stones. Did we?
You have both sending stones, I believe.
Damn it!
Why do you have both? What fucking good is that?
I
I know.
couldn't remember if we gave them out or if I gave them out or not.
You did
Hard
not.
hard. Damn it! Okay, well, I'm
You
not gonna
talk to
retcon.
yourself.
Yeah,
Lotus
I'm not
has
gonna
made-
retcon
Lotus-
anything.
Lotus has made a friend. Back to you, and we'll say Turbius has snuck his way over, and for the sake of fun, we're gonna say you're both there, and it doesn't quite know you're there. At the edge of this clear, like hiding in the brush at the edge of a small clearing in front of a watering hole where there's a hippopotamus.
Could you be a little more quiet next time? Like, try to move a little more stealthy.
Yeah, Quirky is also there.
Who are you
Quirky
talking
Scratch
to?
is so stealth you don't even realize that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking to you. You made a lot of noise getting over here.
I was just excited for the hunt.
Valid.
That's fair, but this is a lot bigger animal than I thought would be here.
Oh my god, just use magic on it.
Don't want to explode it.
Valid too. Yeah, the animal itself is sizable.
I shall plunge the sword between its
Call lightning
eyes.
that bitch. It'll be fine.
Do you think you can get to it before it gets into the water? Because it looks like it lives.
She's not there, yeah. You're playing with an awesome. Yeah, just play.
Yeah.
I shall plunge the sword of my ancestors between its eyes.
That'd be great when you start using a sword. Oh, you do use a sword. Disregard.
That's fine and all.
That's
but
crazy.
Can you get to it before it gets in the water? Because that thing looks like it can swim very well.
I know how to hunt.
Yeah, actually, no,
fair,
it cannot
it really
swim very
doesn't
well
look like
at
it can
all.
swim.
They don't
It doesn't
swim.
look like
Sorry,
They don't
it
swim.
looks
somewhat
looks like it can fight very well in the water. And I don't exactly want to have to deal with it once it gets in there.
Just be on its back.
You know Hippo's death roll, right?
I know.
You know what log rolling is, right?
Porky Scratch, you're here too if you want to give him input. This is an open discussion. But the animal's not going to say...
You're gonna log roll a fucking hippo?
Yes.
I mean, he's a minotaur. If anyone could pull it off.
Yeah.
Let me do a
So what's
nature
your game
check.
plan? 'Cause I'm going to say you've got not a lot of time before this animal will move on.
I know nothing about this creature.
You have no idea, but it looks strong. It looks strong and intimidating.
Alright. What we can do...
Honey.
I will...
Yeah, sure. You do it. These are feeling a very similar, a very distinct energy farming next to you. You look over, you see a fireball starting to be formed.
Don't... Why the fuck are you here? And don't you dare!
Hey, look, they can weigh up to 5 tons.
Oh, God.
You can flambe it while I'm stabbing it in the eyes.
I'm sorry, but Fran Brulee.
Left one day.
If you're going to attempt to
You just
charge
combined flambe and creme brulee.
Quirky Scratch, since I
think
know
you meant
that's
flambe.
you getting ready with the fireball, do you have a restraining spell?
American public education.
You have to prepare it if you do. Based on the stat card I pulled up, hippos only have an intelligence of 2, so you cannot use your riddles, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would call it more my brain damage.
Though you could get sneak attack at a hippo. That'd be fun.
Wait, when you say sneak attack...
He has sneak attack.
Yeah, he's multi-classed into rogue. Or she has multi-classed into rogue.
Yeah.
The hippo? Oh!
The hippo is a rogue.
You guys are having this conversation, you hear the brush move behind you and another
Hippos
hippo's
are
head comes
really
through.
stealthy when they want to be.
The baby
Clever
hippo.
girl.
Clever girl.
Clever girl. Anyway.
As I
Fine, if you're
slowly
going to-
died from
if you're go-
laughing.
Yeah.
If you're going to charge it, just do it after or as I'm throwing a javelin at its legs. Maybe I can cripple it.
Right on.
Hit him with the fishing net.
You feel the fireball spell slowly dissipate, and then you feel nothing.
I take it you don't have any spells that can stop it from getting in the water.
I mean, I
Nope.
guess you could cast Detect Thoughts, but I'm not sure that'd be helpful.
Nope.
My water. Water good.
We're mate. Want mate.
It.
We're food.
I wonder if the
How good are you with the knife?
Proper value for proper customers. Wait,
Decent enough.
It's
You
just
made me think of
debating
the
stock
ride
portfolios.
wife fucking meme when you did that.
If you're able to take out its legs, that might. That's where I'm going to be aiming. Is one of its front legs. If you can take out one of the back ones, we can stop it from running.
I will hop on
Unfortunately, the
top
hippo
of
weighs
it.
too much to levitate, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Those definitely weigh too much.
I will hop on top.
You
Of the hippo?
have it.
Fucking make an athletics check.
Oh God,
Not.
Are you just correction? Are you raging before you attack the hippo?
He's
Just so you know.
He charged off without me. Oh no.
I was gonna wait until.
Okay.
Nah, we need to get this moving.
planning.
Yeah.
Jump.
Do you guys
I'm gonna
sounds
go with-
really not?
Okay,
I'm gonna go with.
I tell Quirky to go to try and slice open one of the back legs. I'm gonna throw a javelin at the front leg.
Okay, so Quirky, what are you doing to attack? Turbius, what are you doing to attack? And then you roll your attack with the javelin. Go.
You also do and try to use the wind blade. That's an room.
I'm going to rage and jump on top of the
Do it-
hippo.
Okay, you have enough movement
Because-
to get to the hippo, so yeah.
Exile, because it doesn't know I'm there, do I get advantage or no?
Are you a class that gets advantage on things that can't see you?
Damn it. I don't think I am.
I'll allow advantage. I will allow it. I just want you to understand that's a roguey thing.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll just roll normal then. It's fine.
Well,
Damn.
yeah, unfortunately, that javelin is going to bounce off of the hippo. As Turbius goes flying,
I
screaming the whole
forgot
way.
to make the athletics check beforehand.
You can cover the distance if you run, but if you want to jump, that's enough. You land right next to this fucking hippo, screaming, and bring your sword down. Roll damage. Are you making the sword? You already hit, so. Also, remember to add the extra damage from your rage. Remember to click rage ability so it adds the extra damage. Like actually activate rage.
Did it not?
I don't know if you're raging or not.
Oh, you're not on this map.
Why is he not on
Yes,
the
he
map?
is.
Yeah, he is.
There you go.
Right there. I don't see the little rage icon, so no, he's not raging.
How do I do that?
I don't see Turbius.
Right here.
Oh, you guys are on the other map.
No, he's right here.
You guys are on the
He's
wrong
right-
map.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not on the camp map. Yep, you never switched us over to the camp map.
I forgot.
Right.
Wait, so you mean I'm not supposed to be sitting in a boat?
Oh. There you go. Now you're raging. Go for
There
it.
he's raging.
Or he's just mad in the boat.
Yeah, Lotus is over here with her.
I'm mad in the boat.
No.
Why is this so light? I have global illumination on.
It's not. It's still not.
We have no switch yet.
Yeah.
It's
I'll be holding like literally 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Okay, there it goes.
Switching.
Okay, campsite.
You're not missing much. They're just doing their narrative segment.
I'm in the camp.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying for everybody's
Alright,
sake.
So your attack misses.
Yep.
That's 7 points of damage. Quirky Scratch gets in with another 7 points of damage. Wait, is that your attack? Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, that's my general damage.
Yeah. So Turbius, you rolled 16. Your damage? Yeah, 13 plus the 4 for the rage plus the 2 for. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Shouldn't that have been higher for?
It already
no,
added it.
Rage lets you add your proficiency bonus. That's what it is. Who added text? I didn't do that. Remove that. please.
Do I get extra attack with it as well?
Do you have an extra attack?
I do have extra attack.
Yeah,
Oh my
he
God,
is
yes, you
6th
do.
level. 6th
you
level, he
do.
most certainly does have more than one
Oh
attack.
yeah, he does. He does. Go for it.
Did he just?
Maybe not.
That does not hit, unfortunately. The hippo is very stunned by that hit that took about like half its health away. So, not quite, more like a third. But I need everybody involved in this fight to roll initiative for me, and I'm going to roll initiative for a hippo. We're going to do a Theater of the Mind combat. Won't take very long.
Yeah.
Let me just roll it by hand. It's quicker.
Eh.
It's a D12.
No combat encounter.
There's no combat encounter.
Oh,
I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll.
I'm
Yeah,
just- I'm just-
there you go.
I'm just gonna here. I'll just add you two to it. Or you two.
11.
Here, you can actually do it, but it doesn't matter. Just roll that, and we'll say that's your initiative. I don't care. And then Garish as well. There, you're in a combat encounter now. 7. It rolls a 15.
I rolled
So,
an
we'll go first.
11.
At the
I
end of the
forgot
next
to add
round,
my
you
plus
guys get a
2.
surprise round. Everyone go again. You rolled an 11, Turbius, you said?
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
the plus 2.
Corky Scratch, what's your initiative?
I've not rolled it yet.
Okay, so you're gonna. What's your bonus?
7.15.
What's your you have the same bonus as Garish, so to Dex. Who we lose? Probably Hockey going inside.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so Turbius, to your
Yeah.
move. You're right next to a hippopotamus. You are raging.
Reckless attack.
Reckless attack. Roll with advantage.
Reckless, rage, punch in the face.
Now, are you trying to bring this thing in alive, by the way? Yeah, that hits. Roll
Yes,
damage.
I am.
Okay, so you're trying not to actively kill it. That's an important distinction, because it's much better for Balgoris if he doesn't eat.
16.
16. This hippopotamus is looking very fucked up immediate with these 2 huge gashes in it.
Wait, you can't kill it. He's got to be able to have it alive.
Well,
You're not
they're
here.
not. They're
when
wounding
anything drops to 0 hit points, it's not dead. That's the
This
thing.
is why my
It's
next
down
attack's gonna be
state.
like a
Incapacitated.
normal strike.
Especially
That's a
considering
nat
the
20.
Yeah,
Unless
roll damage. Roll damage. Make sure you press the the critical hit. That's a little different. The critical hit button.
there is one ability you can use called a coup de grace, but like nobody has fucking coup de grace.
25 damage.
Yeah, the you don't even swing it for the last one. You just bring it back and you whack it right in the forehead with the pommel of your sword. It
That's what I was
crumples to
gonna
the
say.
ground. Yeah, it is very much unconscious and also very much too heavy for you guys to move.
I'm impressed that you did that. I will go get Balgoris.
I think I threw it on my shoulder.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Quickly build the log sled from the forest. Just drag it
As my rage ends.
Yeah.
You have a wood carver. Yeah, you just end your rage. Yeah, with a wood carver and the 2 carpenters, you could throw a log sled together pretty quick, but it'd be hard through the jungle.
Yeah, me and
Mhm.
Rockspear sitting there playing in the fire.
It'd be better just to get Balgoris.
Plus, I'm the quickest through the jungle, so I can easily just move through.
For the sake of convenience, we're gonna just say you guys were over here. You're much further away in reality, but we're just gonna move you over there.
Yeah.
Hey, Roxby. Or Sorby.
Yeah, it was good.
Do you have any playing cards?
I do. I got dice.
Yeah,
Oh, well. Alright. Let's
Sure,
do some
what do you guys
dice, I
wanna play?
guess.
I got bone dice, so
Balgoris.
I got a bottle of black cast rum.
We found you some food.
I wouldn't
It's
say no to
currently knocked out at the riverside. It's a bit too heavy though for us to carry back, even by
Hold my
normal
tongue.
means.
No cheating. Alright.
Yeah,
follow you.
I'll lead him back to the hippo, helping him through the jungle because.
Or you're welcome to go over there with them, or I'll just.
Yeah. The glory of having a ranger. I share my movement speed with you in the jungle.
Yeah, you just follow his step.
Stop
and you
knocking
enter
the
there.
trees in my face, you ass.
You come upon this very large, bleeding, grayish creature, unlike anything you have ever seen before.
Balgoris goes realistic lizard face.
The fucking wide-eyed, like, ooh.
You're welcome.
This is a deal.
Lotus, are you heading back to
The
camp?
first thing that we came across, and
What?
Are you?
I think she's still playing in the forest with her ocelot.
I can't hear you.
Are you heading back to camp, or are you staying in the tree for now?
I'm playing with the kitty while I wait for people. Or wait, are they still?
We don't know where you're at.
You're
Where
over
are
here.
you at?
Yeah, we're at the camp.
I don't know where you at.
Go back to camp.
We haven't gone back to camp yet, but you went a different direction from me.
Ah, fuck it, I'll go back to camp.
Okay. We'll say, yeah. You and your ocelot.
Alright, so you don't need to watch this.
Yeah, I'll give you.
It's kind of interesting actually.
The ocelot largely just rides on your shoulder for this trip.
Yay.
Will
Or
there
it
be
runs
teeth
Oh my
in
god,
the
you gave it a fucking token?
Yes.
Oh,
As I
hate
said,
you so much.
As I said, this wasn't just something I threw together. This was actually planned.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
hey,
just- I
welcome
was going to
back.
do it later, but the situation came up early, so it was
I have
fine.
a familiar, bitches.
Well, now you know we will
Yeah.
kill everyone on this planet to save this ocelot. Good job.
You have doomed 1,000 souls to the confines of death.
I'm sitting on my bedroll with my cat, and I have a big branch with leaves hanging off of it, and I'm playing with the cat with the branch with the leaves.
It is playing with you very happily. It is, and Ciro kind of gives an eye. It's like, I've never seen an ocelot take to someone quite like that. Friendly little fella, huh?
Yep.
Lady. Friendly little lady.
Balgorus is just fucking eating his fill.
Yeah. You hear just this. You hear the sound of a predator ripping a creature apart in the distance.
Huh? Wait, them or us?
No,
Me.
they hear it. They hear Balgorus.
They hear us.
We hear Balgorus nomming on the hippo like Cookie Monster.
Ready, my short
Balgorus, that will count as a large-sized creature. Full points from that.
All right.
Which is
4.
That's
good. Yup.
That's a
Back at
good
9,
start.
baby. Oh, I feel alive.
This one is an
mean,
interesting one. It has almost a fatty taste to it. It's interesting. It's not bad. It's just different.
I'll cut
How
up
you
what I
describe
can.
the blood of the hippo's taste?
I'm playing along with it, okay?
The hippo's blood tastes like fat.
Oh, it's got a fattier
It's
taste.
got almost a creamy quality to it.
Oh, fucking
You actually-
gross, dude.
Those who were at the feeding site would have saw Balgorus as he bit in for the first time. He actually just pulls back and spits back a hunk of fat and just digs back in.
Oh, gross, man.
It takes a while to get down to
A
those
chunk
veins,
of blubber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking nasty.
Well, they've got a lot of fucking fat on them, so.
By the time
I don't
Balgorus
think
finishes,
they
he
do.
is
They're
covered
all
in blood
buffalo,
from like his forehead to his chest.
Ugh.
This is what I saved this creature
Well,
for.
Kelos reaches into a bag, grabs some soap. Oh, for Balgorus.
Water.
At least you
I
can.
appreciate
At
that.
least you can
Yeah,
hop
there's a
in the
river.
river immediately.
Here's some
yeah.
soap.
Oh,
What
what,
do I
the
need to-
fuck? Hippos
Hey.
only have 2% body fat. What the hell?
So that thing is.
They're
That's
all
all there
muscle.
is.
Fucking
It's disregard everything. It was just a lot of flesh.
Skin is fucking 6 centimeters thick, though.
Oh, so he had to haul through skin. That's
Oh
why it
yeah,
was.
that's yeah.
Maybe they're like pork rinds.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, really thick fat
Really
pig.
big pork
Okay, okay. Before we get too far off topic, what do I need to roll to basically cut meat so that
Survival.
we can carry it back?
So normally a person would need to roll survival, but you're a ranger. I would argue that's intrinsic to the nature of your job. And this animal, while unfamiliar to you, is not that different from any other four-legged thing you've seen.
I've also drugged
It's certainly-
Well,
it's
we also don't have to worry about de-blooding it. That's gone.
Yep.
You've made one of my jobs a bit easier, but this is
For
just.
everybody, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And
But
remember,
6
you guys are several hundred feet away from your campsite when this is happening. You're not right next to it. It's just the map is only a certain size, so it's not that dangerous to have a kill right next to your camp because you're not right next to your camp.
Yeah, we're not. We're far enough away that this shouldn't attract
And
anything.
we'll also, maybe, yeah. I would
They
take
won't
that.
be interested in you. They have a free meal.
Also, it'll probably take about the minimum 10 to 15 pounds of meat with this.
Yeah,
I feel
know,
like
we can.
I feel like Balgorus should bathe first.
Yeah,
I'm bathing in.
I was gonna say, while he's doing that, I'm
Balgorus has gone to the river.
cutting away meat as best I can to fucking.
I shall take the ivory tusks and make something.
Okay.
Didn't somebody want a whistle?
Write,
Take the whistle.
message that to me so I can make a thing, because that's the kind of thing I'll actually save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we take chunks of its hide to get turned into like leather armor? 'Cause, like, that's 60
You're not there.
centi-
You still don't know what's happened, but yeah, they can theoretically take some.
'Cause that's-
you can skin it. You can get a hippo hide.
Yeah.
60 mils of English.
Did you say 60?
60 mil, what, 6 centimeters, so 60 mils. Yeah, it's 60 mils of skin. That's fucking insane.
Here, I'll just shoot you a message, Exile.
Yeah, just record whatever you're taking from it so I can figure that out.
Oh, I want a tusk. Can I have one? They have like fucking 6 or
Well, he's probably going to be pulling out
That's four
most
big
of
ones,
the.
and then they got the rest
Yeah.
of the teeth. But you'd have to ask nicely. But if he lets you have a tusk,
That'd be a.
One of the few times I wish I
T-bird.
had prestidigitation.
Who wants a toss?
I want
Turbius.
Give me a sec.
Turbius. Yeah, sorry. It's hard to pronounce.
Whoever
It's been a
wants
while
one
since I've
can
heard
have
your.
one.
For the sake of expediency, I'll say that everyone kind of rejoins each other at the campsite.
Yeah.
And then over the next little bit, and
Oh.
Zero is a little.
You could have done
intrigued.
that before I jumped in the water, but I appreciate
Look,
it.
Kitty!
What the
Well,
hell
that
is
they-
that thing?
That explains where she went.
Of course,
Welcome
you
back,
drew it.
everybody.
I
hear that
imagine when she
noise?
said, "Look, Kitty," she's actually holding it up like Simba.
Yeah,
Just meows.
I'm thinking more like fucking what's his name, the streamer? Queso holding up the.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of holding up like fucking Simba. That's what I was fucking picturing.
We gotta name this fucking thing Badu. This is turning into an archer scene.
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't even think about a name.
It's Badu.
Oh no.
I like. Oh yeah, from Archer. That is the name
Yeah.
of her ocelot. God damn it.
I don't know what that is.
This is a female.
So one of the characters in Archer is a rich heiress who basically just does whatever she wants with her money and is also high all the fucking time. But she has canonically she has an ocelot in her mansion named Badu.
And it,
It is extremely feral.
Probably just ask it what its name is, and
Had to
if
add
it
an
doesn't
extra
have one,
bedroll.
I'll give it one.
Oh yeah, it is your pet. What is the name of our mascot now?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You don't have to name him right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna think about it.
You
So
can
does
talk
the
to it, just
ocelot-
ask it its name.
So does the
I already
ocelot
said that I
react
will
when
probably
T-Less
do
walks
that.
back in? Likes to
And
the
I'll
camp.
give it one if it doesn't have one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an awkward moment. A cat person seeing a cat pet.
It looks at you, slightly intrigued. If you can gather emotions.
I can detect
All
thoughts.
to back.
You're detecting thoughts on the cat?
Yep.
You sense joy, you sense excitement, you sense a lot of curiosity. The cat seems intrigued and confused, but also interested in everything around it, and seems to just be in a generally happy mood.
Jovial soul.
It's like, that one furry, green, plant people? No. Big lizard.
And I take it at one point it like comes up to sniff the dragonborn because the campfire is reflecting off our scales. And
Yeah, it comes up to you and
It's playing in the lights of our scales that are just bouncing
yeah,
around.
you guys are a little disco. Well, to be fair, you're a lot more matte than he is. But yeah, there's
Oh
definitely
yeah,
a
that's
flex,
true.
though. Zero himself is actually even darker than you all.
No,
Yeah.
but fucking the Morris is a straight fucking just light show.
I swear I don't know how she keeps finding these things.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
It
is
is
common
true.
amongst parties to have grips like this. You'd be surprised how many wild pets came to join our cavalry campaigns.
Yes, but she has a habit of animals taking to her.
Well, hey, it'll keep the rats away.
Well, this is how a DP Westmaster.
I mean, every ship needs a cat, and we don't have one at the moment. Usually they're a domestic variety, though.
This one might be more useful in a fight.
It's an
It will.
It's not that
If it's
useful.
taken a
What are we fighting? Mice?
If it's taken a liking to her, it'll behave probably.
And also, it's not very away from
How strong
home.
a
That's
fucking ocelot is, dude.
yes, but it's not. It doesn't stand a sword. Strong.
I do love.
Are you trying to make sure your bedroll is long enough for you?
No.
No. Yes, you are.
It is. It is. It's barely big enough.
All right. Well, whoever has first watch, enjoy. Garage
Oh,
is
it's
going
I.
to fall asleep.
Let us when you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
You also watch as Belgor's just like takes a bit off of his meat and tosses it at the cat.
Yeah,
That reminds me, I gotta
cat
check my
backs
trap.
off for a second and then sniffs it and then